On that other side is the dolphin only area. Look at the cat. Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at the cat. Okay.
Ramsey.
There is no other way. We're going to be traveling counterclockwise. That's from that dolphin over here. All that on that other side is the dolphin only area. Look at the cat. Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at the cat. Okay.
I would like to remind everyone that this show is brought to you by the Dolphin Wars.
Hello, everybody. It is episode 51 of King Dolphin TV. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know me. I am Raymond Feliciano, author of the Dolphin Wars series of books. Today was a great start to the summer day. Queen Dolphin Sandra and I had recoil therapy. Then we went to Mission Barbecue for Armed Forces Day. Had a really nice sandwich. And it was really hot here today where I'm at. So I welcome you all to our amazing show. And now to the business at hand. As you know, last Wednesday, in my mind, we hit another milestone. We actually got to episode 50. But because of the nature of the interview and the distinguished panel of pilots, I didn't get a chance to acknowledge it. So, as I say, it doesn't take too much to celebrate with you here in the pod. So, before the party, as always, if you like what we're doing here and want to show your love to the best pod in YouTube, hit the like button, and if you are new here, please subscribe. We are at 158 subscribers right now. And so let's become, instead of small and mighty, let's become big and mighty. Also, if you want to join the panel, please hit that link. And I want to, before I introduce the panel, I want to show our picture of the best pod in YouTube. All right, let's find it here. Oh, great. That's what happens when I open a bunch of things. All right. All right, there we go. The best pod in YouTube.
That's cool.
Yep.
Yay!
Extra points to see. Extra points to the chat if you can see your face, or if you can guess everybody that's there. And thank you again for Fet for Hire for putting this together here. The invasion of the pod people. Beware. We may need a button to keep us here. Keep us in. You got it right, Pudgy. You got it right. So let us welcome the people on the people on the panel. We've got Wendy Webb.
Hello. How you doing, Pudgy? How's it going, King Dolphin?
We're doing fine. We're doing fine. It's a beautiful early May day. Warm, as you can see, the fans going. Snoopy is, I think, trying to find a cool spot because he's not on the couch anymore. So, and how are you doing?
Me, I've got some sinus problems and doing
Oh
all right.
boy. Yeah. Take some spray and
Yeah, I did that right before before I came on.
okay. All right. All right, and the amazing, the wonderful, the mischievous, the adventurous Pudgy Hedgehog. And
Hey, Pudgy.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
hi, Pudgy. Hey, Pudgy, how you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Oh, we're doing fine.
Yay.
We had a great warm day. We had a fun day out on the range. And now we're just looking for a fun day here.
Oh boy.
Yes, oh boy.
How
Okay.
far did Sandra fly when you put her in the catapult?
We didn't use the catapult.
No, Pudgy, that is not the range he's talking about.
Yeah, we had recoil.
Okay.
We had recoil therapy. Recoil therapy is really good.
Oh boy, that means you went to Ollie's to get those thingies that with the lady's picture on them, and you can fling stuff around.
No, Pudgy, it doesn't work that way. And besides, they don't stretch that much.
Yeah. All right, and right now, again, like I said, if you want to come on and just click on the link there, the bot should be awake. And now I will welcome the wrenches. Right now we have John Rendell, who is handling the wrenches with our Abel. And Abel, one magnificent producer and wench. Sandra, how are you, Sandra? I know you're doing fine. As usual, you outshot me, but not by much. I did a pretty good job myself. And now, and hopefully...
he did not shit his eye out.
No. And now, those that are in the chat, we have, and you guys make the chat happen. We have Mr. Angel. We have Tim the Enchanter. We have Renrod. How you doing, buddy? We have Deef. How you doing, Deef? We've got the amazing, magnificent creator of all the content you see here in King Dolphin TV, the amazing Fet for Hire. I am glad you're here. I did put the updated version of the Doomcock video. It's on King Dolphin TV. And please look at it. I think you're going to enjoy it. There's actually two. Just take a look at the second one. Renier, another wrench out there keeping us all safe. Team Bacon. And we've got... Okay, and we've got Pierre Kelly. And we've got the Comic Relief Crusader, who's doing a task right now, but will be on. So, everybody, Hello, hello, hello. I am glad you are all here. I hope a lot of you a lot of you got a chance to watch the pilot roundtable last Wednesday. I thought it was amazing. I don't know who all got to see it and enjoy it. Les Fez. We got two in the channel and coming in the panel. Les Fez. You don't have a
Hey,
Fez.
John.
Hi there. How you doing? Hi, Cobalt. Hi, Pudgy. Morning, Raymond.
Hello.
And the evil genius. Hey,
There
Fat.
he is.
Hey, oh, good
Hey,
Mr.
afternoon.
Fez.
Hare. How you doing?
Hello.
How you doing, Fat?
I'm hot. How are you guys?
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I don't think the fan or the air conditioning are keeping up with things.
This is the best reason why you should be an animal, because Pudgy does not have to wear pants.
True.
Pudgy tried pants on once. Couldn't get him over Pudgy's head.
Oh, probably because of all the quills. Am I right? Okay, we lost Pudgy.
Pudgy's pushing buttons again.
Yeah, you gotta stop
Uh-oh.
doing that, Pudgy.
Pudgy.
No, he decided to delete the one button. Okay, put it back. All right, and there we go.
Okay, Pudgy, stop pushing delete button. Oh, what does copy do?
No, don't touch it.
And Tim, the enchanter, always gets the start. And yes, it begins. He's really excited for the next autopsy club. It's open mic night. And thus it begins. Let's see. We got Ready A. We got. So, anybody in the panel get to take a look at the Wednesday?
Yes, that was good. That was really good.
I'm glad you liked it. And I hope
That
the
was
rest.
fun.
How about Wendy? Wendy, did you get a chance?
Yeah, I did too. It was interesting. It was very interesting.
Yeah, just looking at the number of hours between everybody there. I mean, you probably had about quite a few thousand
Yeah.
flight time with the people that were there, and in various levels of experience. Yeah, and I'd like to thank Sandra for bringing on. It was all Sandra. She actually got Bill Widow on.
Cool.
Yeah, it was. She talked to somebody in the Doomcott chat and gave me an idea. I talked to them, and next thing you know, we had Bill Widow on. Had no idea he was a pilot until we talked.
Yeah, I wasn't familiar with Bill Whittle at all, but I like him. He flies gliders. That's
Yes.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
We occasionally see those in local airports around here.
Yeah. Rich Judy also. Well, he's a glider tow pilot, so he works on the other end of the.
Gary seems to have a great knowledge of just about everything.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, it's really interesting. You go from being a firefighter, and then to being to be a pilot with that extensive amount of experience. And he's got he's definitely got a lot of experience and has flown into many interesting areas.
I forgot to ask him. I really didn't think to ask him if he had ever flown the forest fire tanker planes.
He did mention that no, he didn't, but he helped design. He helped
Okay.
design one of the ones.
Neat.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
'cause
it's,
one of my favorite movies back in the '90s was a remake of the movie Always with Holly Hunter and Richard Dreyfuss,
I think I
and
remember seeing that one.
that involved the tanker planes. I think they were using B-24s or B-26s at that time. Really
Yeah.
fun movie.
Yeah. And let's see. Uh, let's see. Tim the Enchanter says he did enjoy the pilot show. Deef is here. Give me a second. Hello, Deef.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, not too bad. Glad you could be here.
Hello.
Hi, Dave.
Hello.
Have you found your picture in the pod, people?
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Tim the Enchanter says he did enjoy the pilot show. Lanrod says Bill's pretty big name in political circles.
Yep, that duck is gonna go far.
Yeah. Sandra says Gary also knows people, and he's never heard his mouth so clean either. Yes, I will say I love the guy, but he is a force of nature. He is definitely a force of nature. Oh, and the Sandra stories were hilarious, and
Yes.
especially since they're true. Especially since they are true.
Notice, Sandra, I am just smiling politely.
Yeah, she. I wasn't gonna let the stories come up, but one Legatus Legion I wanted to have them out there, and then Sandra gave me the vote of approval, so I said, "Oh, okay, come on." So, yep. Sandra said, "I don't mind him telling him one bit." Okay. Captain Fandom Nerd is here. Wow. Yes. The
hello.
party.
Yeah, that was a really good show on Wednesday.
Yeah. Just the chest pumping with when you have more than one pilot, you could get the chest pumping there, and I thought it was very epic. It's next week's gonna be the ladies again, lady pilots.
99.
Yep, it's ladies' night. Okay, Captain Fandom Nerd is here. We hear Snoopy in the background eating his ear.
Yay, Snoopy.
Yeah, Snoopy. Yeah, he's getting a little hot. It's a little warm for him. Okay. I'm just arranging things here. Okay. Uh-oh. Hi, Jim. Don't be sitting on the... Don't be... Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. Pudgy, how are you ringing?
He doesn't know.
Okay. Now, how do I answer a hedgehog? Okay, I guess I got to push the nose. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Don't push the other end.
No, he doesn't need an extended warranty. He doesn't have a car. He's a hedgehog. Okay, bye.
Those dang extended warranty people.
Yep.
Yes, they are just so pesky, and they're not even here.
Yeah. Now, Kobo, do you have to push his belly button to go on speakerphone?
That is a very good question. Let's see what happens.
Uh-oh.
Classic.
Wait, Pudgy didn't even know that happened.
I didn't know that happened either.
Uh-oh.
Did you
Oh,
push
that's
any more
cool.
buttons, Pudgy?
Did he swallow any buttons? Did he swallow buttons is the question.
That's a very good question. We'll find out in a couple hours. All I have to do is give him some Brunschweiger and we'll be fine.
Oh, no.
Oh boy!
Oh boy.
Yeah, 2 pieces of Brunschweiger, put Pudgy into a hurricane lantern, and I can I can have my own hurricane light going for a couple hours.
Oh wow.
Now, there's an image.
Yeah. There's definitely an image. Tim the Enchanter says, "Where do spiders seek health advice?" WebMD. Tim, you're slacking. You're slacking.
Mm-hmm.
And if I didn't say hello to Captain Fandom Nerd, hello, sir. Glad you are here. Glad you are joining the party. And looking forward to our interview later on in the month.
Hey,
That's
Mr.
okay,
Raymond.
Tim.
Yes.
It's okay, Tim. Did you hear about the 2 Canadian soldiers who got lost on patrol in Afghanistan? Well, anyway, these 2 Canadian soldiers, they got separated from their squad. They got lost on their patrol, and they were gone for a few days, and they came across a tree that had bacon growing on it. And they couldn't believe their eyes, so the one soldier decided to go take a look, and the other was going to cover him, and the one soldier goes up, and he approaches the tree, and 2 Taliban jump up from behind a bush and start shooting at him. And so he runs back and says, "It's not a bacon tree, it's a ham bush!"
Oh,
Okay, Dave, we're voting you off the island. Go back. Go to the kiddies table. Go
meanwhile,
to the
Winnie
kiddies
A is
table.
writing that one down.
No, Dave is going to the kiddies table.
Okay.
Okay, what are we going to say, Pudgy, before Dave?
Pudgy has a question.
Yes, sir.
Whenever you build a house, what type of house weighs the least?
I don't know.
A lighthouse.
Okay, you're going to the kiddies table too.
Oh, good. That means Pudgy can finally reach the table.
Oh dear, oh dear. I see things are already gonna go. Things have already gone off the rail. A new world record. Sandra says, Gary's did all sorts of crazy things to me during my flight instructor training. I can't believe students did the things he said. He was right. Well, it's as he said. New people have 400 plus ways to kill you.
3 of which involve jelly donuts.
Oh.
Well, what a way to go.
Maple for me. Maple for me.
Of course, I like my Boston creams.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't go wrong.
Syrup makes everything better.
Mm.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with a cream-filled donut or a maple-topped donut. Tim the Enchanter says Snoopy. And Lenrod says, all hail to Snoop. I don't know where she's at. He's at. Probably by his mama. Or in a shady area. As hot as it is. Tim the Enchanter says, What size batteries does Pudgy need?
Oh dear.
That's a very good question.
Now,
And now Pudgy's hiding underneath the table.
so no one can poke and prod him.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. All right. So we've already got our jokes going. We've already got Pudgy hiding. Hail, Snail Messiah. How are you, sir? How are you? And Max Redstone. How are you, sir?
Max Redstone. What about minimum Redstone?
Mm. There you go.
You've got to do Max. You got to figure up a couple of limericks to the on behalf of the pod. I know you do a lot of limericks for the Star Trek
there was
show.
once woman from Venus whose body was.
No, Pudgy, we do not complete that limerick.
Where did Pudgy hear that limerick? That's
Pudgy was watching YouTube, and then Pudgy watched the Captain Fandom Trek podcast, and then all of a sudden it got recommended in Pudgy's settings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that algorithm is a strange thing sometimes.
Ah.
I found the greatest channel, well, one of the greatest channels. It's some guy. I don't know who he is. I don't know where he is. It's somewhere overseas, and he is building little concrete dams all over his property.
Yeah.
And then he's got flood control gates and automatic sensors. And as the water levels build up, the gates will open automatically and let the water out. He's got so far 6 hydroelectric plants built on his stream, and it just keeps adding more and more to it. And then he's added miniature roads with little cars, so he's building his own like miniature city in his backyard.
Wow.
Cool.
Wow.
Is he cloning little miniature people too?
Yeah, I was wondering that same thing.
So far, no. But if you're interested, it's called General Construction.
General Construction. Okay.
So after I watched a bunch of those videos, then I recommended that I watch the other guy that works in concrete, and he was making stoves and grills out of concrete, and it's like, wow.
A lot of fun things you can do with a backyard.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
A buddy of mine is what they call one of the live steamers. He's got, I think it's 7.5-inch gauge live steam railroad in his backyard.
Sweet.
And he's up on a farm north of here. But he also is the head of the shop at Steamtown. And he's also got live steamers up in, I think it's Oyster Bay, Long Island. There's a whole group up there. He takes his engine up and runs it there. And you got these guys all over the country doing this stuff, but it's not that well known.
That's for model railroading?
Yep.
Yeah.
And the difference is these are actually live steam. Your fire, boiler, steam and smoke and all that. Coal and wood.
What's he running?
Oil.
Is it coal?
I think Bruce is running coal. Some of them run natural gas or propane. Some of them run oil.
Ooh,
There's a few that still run wood. and it all depends on what you've got, what you're able to afford, of course,
Yeah.
and the risk of fire in your area. You really want to run coal or a petroleum product rather than wood, because the wood will shoot sparks out everywhere.
Hmm.
Yeah, you kind of got to watch that. Cumberland Tech and Scenic Railroad, I believe it was, in Colorado, I think they are. They got hit for causing a forest fire a couple of years ago, so they've
Oh,
converted all their real steam engines over to oil. Fascinating hobby,
It sounds like it.
and expensive as all hell. But
I can just imagine what the HOA would do if I built a little railroad around the condo property.
Hey,
The
yeah,
kids would,
Leonard.
Yo.
kids would love it.
How you
Hello.
doing,
oh
my
yeah,
friend?
hey,
Oh, buddy.
Linrod.
Hey, Lenrod.
hey
Yo,
there,
and more yo.
hi.
No, I saw a YouTube video where a person made an RC Spitfire, and he put the little camera where the pilot's head is, and so he's actually controlling it from remote control, seeing exactly what the pilot would be seeing in real life. I thought that was
Oh,
cool.
that's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He even had the control panel that actually worked. You can find it on YouTube somewhere.
All right.
That's neat. Well, I know there's a bunch of sites for the RC planes, and one of my questions is with those cameras. Lionel trains years ago, about 10, 15 years ago, maybe more, came out with a camera you can put inside your model train, O gauge, and it'll do the same thing, show you exactly what the model train sees as it's going along the tracks. And it was incredible how good the picture was. And my question is, if you can have that good a camera and afford it to put in your model trains, why are the cameras at banks so horribly bad?
Yeah,
You
ain't
know,
that
Has
the
to do with
truth?
storage space on what they're recording with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
that's
use lower
true.
quality video, otherwise they're going to fill up 1,000 terabytes in a matter of minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, that could kind of help, wouldn't you think?
Plus, I'm
Oh,
sure
what?
they've already invested a crap ton of money in those older cameras, and they're just getting their money's worth out of them.
Well,
Yeah.
there's that.
Yeah, exactly. I
But
used to work for a security company, and they would sell the cameras, and they said straight up, if you want to run one camera, just one, you needed at least 100 megabytes per second download speed on your internet coverage, because that one camera would suck up 75 megabytes per second whenever it was running. And then it uploaded to the cloud because it was internet based. And then the storage space, you could do HD for 3 minutes just with the default storage package, or if you went down to low level quality, you could store up to an hour. It was just based on resolution and file size. One of the extra ways that they made money was storage packages. So it was like 300 megabytes, 600 megabytes, 10 gigabytes, 50 gigabytes, depending on how much storage space you wanted.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That could get expensive really quick.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cheaper to run the railroad.
Yeah.
Snail Messiah says, "What is the difference between an elephant and 20 oranges? If you do not know, I am not sending you to get my groceries." Yeah. Tim the Enchanter.
Almost had it.
Was the flight training a crash course? Oh,
I hope not.
I hope not either.
No, it was a breeze.
Yeah, it was a breeze.
Yeah.
Let's see. Renier's running. Gotta leave. So have a good. Take care, Renier. Legatus is back. Hopefully he is. Hopefully he is here to stay.
All right.
Chug.
And hopefully he's not a drive-by.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
I'm kind of celebrating a little bit of a thing.
What?
I have some family heirlooms. That's one of my grandfather's old Elgin watches.
Ooh, nice.
It's not a real expensive one. These were considered a working man's watch, but it's in the original box.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can see the name on there. That I got along with this one, which is
I gotta raise it
another
up a
old
little
Elgin
bit.
if I can get it around.
Yeah, you gotta get over your name. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, where are we here?
Oh,
And
that's
now I'm
nice.
getting sleepy.
Pay attention to the watch.
Yes. Pay
There you
attention.
go, Pudgy.
We're going sleepy. We're getting
Oh,
sleepy.
hi.
Oh, he hypnotized himself. Max Redstone asks, "Can I get some suggestions for a limerick? Also, I have to wonder what Pudgy sounds like after inhaling helium." Ooh,
Probably can't hear him at all. Goes up into
Yeah,
a range
probably
human ear
can't.
can't register.
yeah.
Probably make my
Hummingbird
dog
red.
start howling.
No, we're not trying this, Pudgy.
Ah,
Cobalt's a killjoy.
Oh, yeah. I got one last one. This is the one I found last week in the storage shed. This is
Oh,
much bigger
that's
than the other one.
nice.
That's my great grandfather's Lehigh Valley Railroad watch.
Oh,
And
that's
it's
cool.
also
Nice.
made up in, I believe, Massachusetts or Connecticut. But
Very nice.
that is, I believe, late 1880s or 1890s.
Wow.
But that used to sit in this bell enclosure on our mantelpiece in the old house in West Pittston, and then it got lost or put in a box, and I just found it in the storage shed last week. So I'm
Oh,
looking
it's
at
always
having
good
that
to
one
see.
restored.
It's always good
Yay.
to find. Always good to find heirlooms when you least expect it.
Oh yeah, and especially something like that. That's it's got some historical context, being it was given to him by the railroad, and that was pretty cool. You don't see many Walthams with an actual railroad logo on them.
Mm.
Yeah.
That was kind of special.
hey, Mr. Randall,
Yes, sir.
did Pudgy see that all the watches were set to the same time?
Hmm. Let's see here. That one's 1:35. That one is 3 o'clock, and that one is 4:10.
Okay.
Just
Pudgy
remember-
wonder if it means something.
No, not yet. Not
Just
yet.
remember, a clock is always right once or twice a day.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. At
And
least.
Mr. Angel has an answer to the elephant joke. The difference between an elephant and an orange is that the elephant screams all the way while it chews. Oh, God. Oh.
Loving it.
Do I need to send somebody else to the kiddies table?
Not if
Kiddies
they're going to be
tables.
juicing an elephant.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, a different table for them.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, you'll make that male elephant real happy.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Casey
Pudgy
Soski.
doesn't know what that means.
That's probably good that we. Hey, Pat, is this the way this new picture you sent works, or do I need to put it elsewhere?
No, it looks good. Looks good.
Okay, good.
Wait, did you say new or nude?
New, N-E-W.
Okay, good.
Well, the girl body on the cover is kind of nude.
Let's see. Casey, welcome, sir. How are you, sir?
Hi, Casey.
Hello.
Hey, Casey.
Easy.
You okay, C?
Yeah. Hello to the puppy dog, too.
Yes. Who's got the puppy dog?
Yeah, I forgot to take them out for their walk before I came on, so I'm gonna have to bounce and take them for a walk. And then I'll come back.
Okay. Yeah, you will be
Back
here.
a little
We
bit.
ain't going anywhere.
Yeah. See you later.
See ya.
See you later.
Enjoy your
bit.
Snail Messiah says Pudgy on helium will sound like Barry White. Oh man, the jokes are just
Yeah,
rolling
Pudgy
on
can't
by.
get enough of your love, whatever that means.
Let's see. I don't know what this means. Life is too short. Oh, I think you meant life. Okay, got it. Life is too short.
Just a little.
Let's see. Life and beer are very similar. Chill for best results. Words to live. Words to live by, Legatus.
I thought words to live by were crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of the women.
Yeah, that too. I actually had that as a greeting on my. I had the Doomcock saying that on the as my phone answering greeting. I had to stop after all the complaints.
Yeah.
I had a lot of complaints about that one,
Mm.
so I had to.
Bunch of wins.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It's classic.
People nowadays.
Yeah. But when it's people from work, you gotta.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Yeah, Raymond, we need to talk to you down in HR.
Exactly. Oh, there's Snoopy. Way back in the
Oh,
background.
Snoopy.
By the sun. Hey, Snoopy. No, you're not
Darn
going out.
HR.
You've been out.
HR only exists to protect the bosses from the workers, not the other way around.
Amen to that.
Mm-hmm.
Been
Probably
there,
why I got
done that,
fired.
bought the t-shirt.
Darn HR girl. Probably scared the crap out of the poor thing.
Hey,
I'd
Snoopy.
hate to see that.
I don't get mad. Like it takes a lot to get me upset, and the company successfully angered me that day. Yeah, I probably scared her into oblivion. They sent the police to my house the following day, so they're scared. It's not like I was young or anything. I was just noticeably angry for once in my existence.
Yeah. Just giving you a FET stream FET. Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it.
Ah, I like that.
That's a good one, yeah.
Yes.
I wish they had made that movie.
Well, supposedly
good.
it's still in, it's still in development. They're kicking it around.
I feel like Arnie could still do it.
Oh yeah.
Like he's still pretty jacked.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
he says he wants to do it, but I guess there was a rights issue between two separate companies or something like that. They weren't able to get the third one done.
Yeah, it's right, and also just the way that everything is now. You can't do a proper Conan movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, excuse me, you can, but it would never get through all the levels of censor.
That's true. That's true. For those that are curious, that are curious about how we did at our recoil therapy, this is Sandra's.
Oh,
And Sandra won per West Virginia state law.
That's it.
Right.
Pretty solid.
Don't mess with her. And then this one is me. And a warning to YouTube, this is all in good fun and training. Just don't get any squirrely ideas We did this for training, and that's mine.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Boy, that catapult really works well.
I like how you gave him 3 warning shots outside of the top there before you. Yeah.
Oh no. Okay. The first one was mine. This is Sandra's.
Oh,
Yes.
still both great.
And Sandra still won her West Virginia state law.
That is true, Pudgy. That is true.
Now I gotta
Probably
wonder.
shouldn't show
Some
any of my
days does
targets.
Sandra maybe wonder if the target is you? Does she imagine it's you?
Oh,
Take out some frustration, maybe?
I don't know. I do have some. I do
No,
have some.
that's what she's got the baseball bat for,
Yeah. Or the things that
and
throw from
the frying pan.
or the things that she has from her desk that she tosses at me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I think she imagines different people that are that she'd like to pepper. But again, YouTube, this was training, and this was recoil therapy. This,
Yeah.
It was a video game. Yeah,
yes.
It was a VR video game.
Generic
Yeah,
silhouette
Don't
is
get
perfectly
any
safe.
ideas and don't strike this down, or I'll send Pudgy after you.
YouTube used
With
to
a
be so
determined face.
YouTube used to be so much more fun when people could do stuff.
Mm.
You can still do things. You just have to be very careful.
Yep.
Yeah.
Max Redstone asks Pudgy, is he qualified to satisfy?
Pudgy will have to defer to Cobalt.
No, we're not doing 50 Shades of Pudgy.
I still get a kick out of that.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, it's coming eventually.
Yeah,
at some point in time, Pudgy will finally be an adult,
Oh,
but not for another 10 years.
oh good, I'll be gone by then.
But in the time stream, for the time being, he's going to have the sensor blanking.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, and then he gets quills in funny places and start thinking about girls.
Oh, jeez.
Pudgy still doesn't know what that means.
It's probably
And that's
better
a
that
good
way,
thing.
Pudge.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Someday you'll become a grown-up hedgehog.
Yep. Max Redstone says, I'm glad you told us that because the target that wasn't Sandra's would clearly have survived. Clearly. That was actually one of my better, for being rusty because of the weather, that was actually one of my better, in my opinion.
What were you using?
I was using a
Chicken?
Rock Island 1911 and a SIG M17,
Okay.
the one that the Army used.
Okay.
And
So a mix of 9 and 45.
yeah, I was gonna shoot at 38, but idiot that I am, accidentally took a box of 357. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm over
I'm
this.
sure it'll still work.
No, it did not work because, well, this was a 38. And the thing is it was not going all the way in. I said, oh man, the heat expanded the ammo. And then I looked at the box. I said, oh, you dummy.
Well, you just kind of tap it in with a hammer.
Well,
Yeah.
sticking ammunition out in the sun is something that snipers use because that happened in Afghanistan when the then longest range shot was made by a Canadian sniper, and one of the tricks they did is keep their ammunition out in the sun before they fired them. They'd get extra distance out of them.
Oh.
Suppose a little more grip in the barrel.
Yep. Let's see.
So what is it? It was like 2 miles or something, isn't it, for that sniper shot?
This was back in 2002 when Canadian sniper team was covering the 101st Airborne Division, and that was 2,475 meters, I think. And the latest one back in 2017 by another Canadian sniper was like 3,400 meters.
As
which
I know, the
is
longest
just
range
insane.
shot, as like a Canadian team actually has the longest range shot for like the 50 BMG, and that was like 2.5 miles.
Yeah, the top 10 sniper shots in history are 5 of them are made by Canadians.
That's right, because they have the ultimate poutine ammunition.
Yep.
Actually, they have nothing better to do than to train on snipers.
That's right.
Let's see.
Got to be known for something.
That's true.
It's good to be
Which is
known for.
unusual. Well, I'm not getting into politics, so let's go away from that.
Well, it's not politics.
Yeah, well, what I was just about to say was.
Oh, okay.
Pretty good groupings. What was the range? About 10 yards. We hadn't shot a while. And that was actually the only range that we had. We could get to and not wait. Because we had the whole thing to ourselves. So we can go in and just do, but we were stuck with the limited range. But that's fine. That's it.
We got our sand pit. That's the best range because it's ours.
That would be nice.
We made many a toilet disappear in that pit.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have that here because we have neighbors within close proximity. Sandra had a SIG 1911 and a CZ09.
Oh. Yeah, those CZs are pretty good.
Yeah.
Czechoslovakian.
Oh, yeah, those were actually real good.
Yeah, I've used a CZ 75 before.
Yeah.
At the alien invasion pistol shoot. This is about 8 years ago. Yeah, my dad mocked up a whole bunch of targets of Marvin the Martian. Yeah, so we call it the alien invasion pistol shoot.
Nice.
I came in third place. I came in third place. There were more than 3 shooters too. There were 10 of us. Once I came in second place, I was like, "Oh, I finished in second place. How many shooters? 2."
Yeah, we were shooting competition last year, and we end up near the bottom of the barrel, but it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah. Well, I think I said it last week, but all the people who complain, oh, people shouldn't be allowed to own guns or blah blah blah. It's like you've clearly never used one before.
Yeah.
It is so much fun.
Out in the woods.
Yeah, I mean, I live in the middle of nowhere. Well, this is a slight aside, but there's a viral video on YouTube. You've probably seen it, maybe, but it's called "Moose Stuck in Fence."
Yes,
and it's all in the snow, and that's literally filmed 100 yards from where I'm sitting right now.
Wow.
When I saw it on the internet, I was like, "Oh, well, that's a cool video." And then they pan out, and you see the background there. I'm like, "Oh my!" Well, I won't repeat what I said, but it's my street. Well, it's not my street; it's the street right next to me that the moose runs down. But
that's close to home.
Yeah, it's right there. So, but no, I can walk for not even 5 minutes, and I'll be in the wilderness. So.
Okay. Well, to change the subject, I've got a FET video to share. This one was FET. This was one of your classic ones.
Uh-oh.
All right, ready. Let's see.
The snort.
The snort one.
Where is Snort?
He had some family engagements, so he had I know, I could bring out mini snort. Sleeping bags in the stuff.
The screen is obscured.
Can you guys see this?
Archie can see all the squares with the little people, but starts peeking over Sandra.
A few minutes later.
Okay, guys, we have Another me from Pet. This is for you, Snort. This is for you, Snort. Yeah.
Is that Mexican Iron Man?
That's what I was thinking. Okay, this isn't working, is it?
Yeah, it just blanked out. There's still audio, but no video. Oh, there it is.
There it
Back.
is.
You gotta put the quarters in.
I was trying not to giggle while I was making it.
This is so full of awesomeness. I can't even measure the amount of awesomeness.
Next time I go hunting, I'm gonna wear a sombrero just like that. The deer won't see me coming.
Oh, man.
Wasn't there like a SpongeBob episode where there was a sea bear that they were afraid of and they had to stand in a circle or something? And a snort. Does that work with regular bears? Do you just stand in a circle and they're not edible?
Psychosis says bears prefer soft clothing. I could. Snort says you must.
I even took a screenshot.
You gotta send it to me. I wonder if it has that tequila aftertaste. Okay,
Yeah, that was fun.
that was hilarious. I think.
I still want that on a shirt.
Yeah, we must have it on a shirt.
We have to have
It was
that on a
funny.
shirt at the bare minimum.
It was funny. I uploaded that video, and I don't even think a minute went by, and Mexican Iron Man already commented on the video and then retweeted it.
Really?
Yeah.
What he do? What he put?
He's like, I hate Deef.
He put like, is that Mexican Iron Man? And he put the timestamp.
That was
Video now.
that was hilarious.
Mexican Iron Man teach Pudgy how to speak Spanish. Donde es mi burrito? That means, hi, how are you?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Hello,
Whoops.
Wendy. Welcome
Hey.
back.
The Wendy
Hi there.
returns.
You missed out
Sorry.
on the.
I usually tire the dogs out before I come on so that they don't bark and bother me.
Well, Wendy, you
It's
missed
still
out.
6 p.m. and it's time to play.
Yes. Yeah, you missed out on the. You missed out on the targets and the snort.
Oh,
The snort
I'll go
video.
back and watch later with Jimmy. Jimmy's at work, so she'll want to watch later, so we'll catch it.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
Oh,
Wendy, you
that
missed
is
some
classic.
things.
Oh,
Pudgy, you
Some
do.
things were missed.
Pudgy like you.
Oh no.
Pudgy, you look quite dapper in that suit.
Yeah.
He certainly does.
Yeah, he cleans up quite well.
I bet Pudgy would rock a top hat.
Oh yeah.
And a
Oh
spectacle.
yeah.
Yes, a spectacle.
A
Yes,
monocle.
oh, yeah.
There we go.
Monocle.
There you go. Yeah.
Well,
Cane.
I have been investigating outfits for Pudgy.
Mhm. Cool.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, what happened?
But that I think that picture just disappearing means that the evil genius is already at work.
Oh dear.
Yes.
Yes.
What time is it?
Yes. Let's get ready. Hello, anti-derivative Jill. How are you? And if you wish to come on, please do. Click on the link in the pinned message and come on in. Let's see.
Come on in. The water's fine.
The water's fine, yes.
And green.
And the hedgehogs are jumping. And the bunnies are flying.
Oh, Fet Ferrara has 602 subscribers. Oh my goodness.
Yes, he does.
Congratulations.
Not nearly enough.
Wow.
And
Congrats,
I am honored.
Yay.
Yes.
I am honored to have every one of them.
Yes. Well, glad that you got them.
Like I said, I don't call them subscribers. I call them friends.
Yes. That's what I do too.
Right.
I have friends.
Yeah.
I have. We have the pod. Best pod on YouTube. Only pod in YouTube, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The one, the only, the original pod.
Pod, yes. Before the invention of the wheel, everything was a drag. Yeah, that was they were rolling around in squares.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're the pod, and let's say Andy Masterson joins with us and he's driving, would he be a pod racer?
Could be.
He would.
Yeah.
He would.
Yes. All right, Wendy, you want to see the targets again? Sandra wants to show them off. Okay, we lost Wendy.
You know, it's funny. That joke about the wheel,
Yeah.
it was applicable. I was at Firestone today to get tires.
Oh.
Yep, $1,500.
Some pricey wheels.
Yeah.
That's like a tank of gas nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Mr. Angel says $3.98 to go for the YouTube program. Congrats, Pat. Yes. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hi, Joe. Welcome aboard.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi,
let's
Jill.
derivative Jill.
Yes.
Hello.
Hey. Wonderful anti-derivative Jill. I can't-
Easy for you to say.
Yep.
Yes, I know.
If you've seen Fet's new one, anti-derivative drill.
Yes.
Oh, right. On
Love
April
that.
Fools. That was
Yes,
Yeah.
that was
I thought that was
anti-derivative
great.
drill came through the other mirror universe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh,
Like
don't
half the
say
streaming
that.
gone by
Yeah.
before I noticed that it was drill instead of Jill.
Mhm. We better be careful saying the mirror universe or it may appear.
Sometimes I feel like we are living in the mirror universe.
Yes,
True.
yes. Timmy Enchanter says, what did Yoda say
not
when he
kidding.
saw him? What was that, Joe?
I just said you're not kidding
True.
about living in the mirror universe.
Mhm. Living in the... never mind. Timmy Enchanter says, what did Yoda say when he saw himself in 4K? HDMI.
Mm.
10 point.
Yes. Oh dear, oh dear. Let's see.
I
Well,
find
Sam-
that intelligent alcohol puns with a friend can make your Budweiser.
Wow.
That's deep.
I'm so proud of that one because I've made it up all by myself.
That is solid.
No, deep. It's been. I think that's been. I think that's been mentioned.
I made that up, I think, in 2014. We were having a game night. Everybody was making jokes about beer, so.
Okay. Sandra wants me to show these again to you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I gotta find
Somebody
them.
has music in the background. You gotta turn it off.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's probably me.
Uh-oh.
I picked up my guitar because my fingers are fidgeting. I thought I had it down low enough.
Okay, we don't want the copyright people to show up.
Yes.
Yeah, I was playing some Tesla there. That might get a copyright.
Yes.
Ooh, Tesla. Early stuff?
Yeah, that's just the intro to was a love song. I think it's titled.
It's one of the first bands.
Okay.
It's one of the first songs my band ever did, cover wise.
Oh,
nice.
yeah?
Yeah. Their first album was incredible.
Yeah, Modern Day Cowboy, man. That song, that's killer.
Yep, that was one of the first songs I learned to play bass to.
Nice.
And then the second album was Toil.
Yep.
No, Pudgy. Wrong Tesla.
What?
Oh,
I just got
Got
that.
away with it, but
I just got it.
mhm.
It's over my head, but
Tesla, the inventor.
Yeah, Nikolai Tesla.
yeah.
him and his pigeon wife.
Oh, I thought you meant the car.
Yeah.
The one who looks just like David Bowie in that movie where David Bowie played him.
Okay, Wendy. Sandra insists I show these to you, so
Okay.
there you
Yep,
go.
it's West Virginia state law.
Yes, we both passed in
My
West
goodness.
Virginia
Like,
in West Virginia state law.
like true gentlemen. I mean, like you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 5 or 6 warning shots before you started hitting the target. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
Yes.
plenty of chances.
Yeah.
It's like we were playing Call of Duty Black Ops one time with a group of friends.
Okay,
and,
this one is mine. This one's mine.
Ah. Yeah, that guy's going to need some Pepto-Bismol.
That's gonna need a lot of work.
That's just a flesh wound.
Then, okay. And then this one.
You don't got any bloody arms. It's just a flesh wound.
And then this one is Sandra's. And let's see.
Dang.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, his heart's
She
pretty much
won.
gone. Yeah,
What-
I would
what'd
say
you say,
so.
Wendy?
I said he pretty much wouldn't have a heart anymore.
Yeah. Yep, that's Sandra.
So, do you own any of those evil black rifles?
I can neither confirm nor deny that I have either of those rifles.
I have several.
I have several.
I would love to have one of those.
Oh, Andy Masterson is here.
Hell yeah.
yes.
Hi, Andy.
Hey, Andy.
Yo.
Hi, Andy.
The red shirt. Hello there.
Wow.
What makes those rifles evil? What are you talking about?
Yeah, they look
The
mean
evil,
too.
scary black rifles with folding stocks and
And they might have the number 15 after them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they have letters and
15.
numbers in the name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Never mind how great a varmint rifle they are.
yeah.
yeah.
It's again,
They,
we're not
they look
going
mean
into,
and scary
They look
to
mean and
people
scary.
with weenie sensibilities.
So if you paint it in a rainbow color, it won't look as scary, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
or make it like Star
Get
Wars.
out.
Put it white and black.
Yeah.
Well, oddly enough, I went to a store where you would purchase those sort of things, and they did have one of those scary rifles painted in rainbow colors, and they had a very tongue-in-cheek name regarding the construction of said device.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I had gone there to try to sell, but also B, do a safety check on this on a long barrel that was underneath my father's bed, and it was from 1920.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, so 2 barrels, 10 gauge, and the guy says this is a great rifle. Well, no, excuse me. Idea of the way. This is a great shotgun. You cannot shoot this thing. And then he showed me the reason why. Because there was all sorts of cracks in the stock, and he says if you shoot this thing, it will impale you in the chest. And then if it doesn't impale you in the chest, there's all these cracks along the barrel, so the barrel will explode as well. So they wouldn't buy it, and they wouldn't, they wouldn't certify it to be used. And they said, you have to destroy it. I said, oh, how do you destroy it? He says, yeah, I need to help someone else now. And he wouldn't tell me.
You make a
Why
nice
would you
one, put
destroy
it up
it?
on the wall.
Yeah, just put it on the wall.
No, my dad has a 338 for his moose hunting, and one time he was out at the target range and he fired a shot and the stock cracked right in half, and he's like, "Whoa!" So he went out and got a synthetic one. I mean, it didn't break through all the way and hurt him, but yeah, one more shot and it would have.
Yeah, we had an 1880s very long rifle, and it was one of those with the wrapped barrel. It wasn't drilled out like a regular barrel. It was flat steel wrapped around and spiraled up, and then welded at a forge so that it would stay integral. But we went through the same thing. You can't fire it because it's that old. It's a wrapped barrel, and it could explode on you. This was one with a percussion cap.
Yeah.
And so that's still up at my late sister's house. My brother-in-law has it still. But she's got the powder horn for it, or had. It's still there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a neat one, and it weighs a ton. The thing's got to be 6 foot long.
Yeah, I got one of those too.
Yeah, they're.
Now with the smoothbore, you need more barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, son of a red shirt, and I think I said hello to Andy Masterson. He says, all cool peeps here. Cheers due to a large storm. Been without. Wow. And leave before the battery. You stay safe, pal.
Yeah.
You stay safe, son of a red shirt.
Definitely.
Get one of those hand crank generators. Keep the phone running.
Yeah.
I got one. Works pretty good.
Well, I always wonder I see all these cool solar generators on YouTube saying, yeah, you can have power for forever, except in clouds, except in weather.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm missing something. How long am I really going to have power for?
Well, the thing with solar is that you have to remember that it's a case of A, generation, and B, storage. I was looking at adding, not to replace my power, but just as a supplemental power source, for my house. And, you have one panel, 3 panels, 10 panels, each panel produces a certain amount of wattage. And then you have to rig them into a battery, and then run the battery in through a special connection into your electrical panel if you're going to run the entire house off of it. Or if you just want to run one specific circuit, you run to that specific outlet. But yes, your power generation is much, much less on a cloudy day versus a sunny day. As long as there's some light, it will still generate some amount of wattage. You just have to remember that if the panel is only producing, let's say 1 watt an hour, and you have a battery that will store 200 watts, it's going to take 200 hours to charge up that battery. And then you have to take into consideration how much power your device is going to be draining from said outlet. Now, all my numbers are example here. I don't have exact numbers because there's a lot of variables, but you just have to think things in that manner.
Yeah.
Only solar was more efficient. Those things barely muster 5% efficiency. Even the ones the military uses for spy satellites can't even get 10%.
And the thing is, I found out it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to get discounts for solar energies, solar cells when you're in a coal-producing state.
Yeah, that's true.
Welcome to Northeast Pennsylvania.
West Virginia.
Yeah, a certain guy whose initials are J and M has ensured that will never happen. And that's the extent of the political discussion that we will go through.
Yeah.
Just build a phase tie inverter.
That's okay. They want us going over to all green energy up here in northern Canada, where it's cold all the time and the sun isn't out all that often. That's gonna go over well.
Yeah.
Just need to go nuclear. That's the greenest of all energies. This newest generation of reactors burn the nuclear waste from the early generation of reactors for fuel.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't produce diddly for waste. What comes out of it is all but lead.
Yeah. Hello, Comic Relief Crusader. How are you, my friend?
Hey guys, and hello to the chat out there.
Hello.
Hey, brother.
Yo.
Hi.
Yo.
Hello.
And Jill has something. Let's see if we can get. Okay, we have enough. We have enough.
Max Redstone sent this to me.
All right.
I just realized that Jill's in danger. Her avatar's wearing a red shirt.
No, I'm okay. It's a red skirt. Therefore, I'm going to be safe.
Actually, in a rose by any other name, a red skirt did get killed. She became the little hexagon who got scrunched by the Kelvin.
Yes, but that's a rare occurrence. So
it's power
Red shirts don't die as often as most people say they do.
No, blue shirts actually die more frequently.
Yeah.
And very few red shirts died in season 1.
Oh boy, Punchy gets his own chariot now.
Yeah, remember, Scotty had a red shirt. He never died.
Yeah, but Scotty is protected by the character shield.
Yeah, true. He's gotten killed a few times. Pudge her. I love it.
Yes.
Pudge her.
That's great.
Yay!
Yes.
Yeah, Ben Hur is one of my favorites.
Pudge her.
Pudge Her now takes its place.
Send that to
Pudgy is now better than Spartacus.
yeah, I'll send it to you.
Okay, thanks, Joe.
Wouldn't that be Pudgicus then?
Good one.
Nice.
Pudgicus. Yeah, that's good. That is cool.
Awesome.
Pudge her.
Gotta love it.
Yeah.
How's the weather in Calgary right now, Crusader?
Let's see. What about 10 degrees? Oh, that's right. What would that be in Fahrenheit?
No,
Oh boy, you got to wear your winter coat.
That's
Just
right.
stick
Well,
with real
it's
temperature.
above freezing. Let's put it that way. So nice and warm. So I'm thinking probably
48, I
around
think.
45 for
Fahrenheit.
you guys, maybe. I don't know, something like
It's
that.
like multiplied by 1.8, then add 32. That's how you get
Yes.
Fahrenheit.
Exact what he said.
Take care, Legatus.
Well, it's about
Yeah,
16 or 18 degrees here today. It's about the first nice day of the year that we've had.
Yeah. In other words, it's nice and warm, and we're not freezing. So
Ah,
Yeah,
life
we got
is good.
16 here today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 85 up here.
Yeah.
Right. It's been summer for me for weeks.
Yeah.
We had summer last week.
Same
and
here.
it
We're
was
both in Texas,
stupidly
aren't we,
hot.
Joe?
Yep.
And we're right back to freezing this week.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing lately in Texas. Like it's like basically summer and everybody is like sweating like crazy.
Yep.
Last summer we had that up here for 2 weeks. That's when which town was it that burned down to the ground? That was
Mechanic?
Lytton, British Columbia, went up to 48 degrees Celsius, which is like the second highest temperature in North America ever recorded, ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty hot.
And it was that day because I was working outside all day on the train cars, and it was 42 degrees Celsius up here, and they wanted us to stay for 15 minutes overtime. I couldn't do it. I'm like, I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Because when you're up there, standing up on top of the train cars, on top of the steel, the sun is beating off the steel and right back into your face, so it adds another 10 degrees
Double
on
whammy.
top of that.
Andy says 97 in Philly. I think we were about 82, but when we were out at the range, we didn't have it covered, and it was like the sun was just, it was hard to pull the trigger. That's how hot it was.
The high here today was 100. The heat index was 116, and the shade was 105.
So basically, you can just fry an egg in the street, literally.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It was freaking hot. I'll just say
Lucky.
Sandra says it was 90 degrees Fahrenheit here, or over 32 degrees Celsius.
I think we peaked at 35 Celsius last week. But we're right back down to like 15, 16 right now.
The good thing when you're a pilot is you can go to what is known as the TAF, which is the is an area forecast, and everything is put not in Fahrenheit but in centigrade. So all we got to do is read the phone or read, and we can say, oh, it's 30 degrees Fahrenheit.
I've gotten pretty used to using Celsius for temperature. I have a little temperature gauge on my computer sitting here that it's got a little probe sitting outside the window, and the thing I got, it only reads in Celsius, but as a result, I've gotten really used to it as a temperature.
Yeah, well, Celsius is a superior temperature gauge to Fahrenheit anyway, because
You're
water
going to
freezes
get-
at 0 and boils at 100.
We're going to vote back to the kitty table.
Being that when it comes to aircraft speeds, I use miles per hour instead of kilometers.
It's actually nice.
I'd like to use Kelvin for all my temperature needs. The nice absolute scale.
Yeah. Chemistry Ferret's got a joke on that. I got to get that. Mr. Angel says, we had a tornado in the Netherlands and Germany. Freak weather that is exceptional for Europe. The weather is crazy on this planet at the moment. I would agree.
I've never heard of a tornado hitting it like Germany or the Netherlands before.
No, never did.
I've never heard
It's
that.
very rare when they get snow. Andy Masterson.
Well, you never heard about tornadoes in Pennsylvania before '98, but I went through one at Lake Erie.
Andy Masterson says Celsius is evil. I would not disagree. Let's see.
Only most of the world uses metric, though.
There's only two
Medical
kinds
field
of countries
uses
on this
metric.
planet.
Yeah, those
countries
field
that
uses metric.
use metric.
Countries that bend to the moon.
Bend to the moon, yeah.
Yeah, aviation does use Celsius, so I guess it's okay.
Yeah, metric is the tool of the devil.
The fun fact about metric, the method used to generate the distance that is 1 meter on Earth, if you applied that same method on Mars, you get the imperial system. It's 1 foot on Mars. So we're actually using Martian metric here.
I was thinking ahead of the game, I see.
Oh, the great metric versus Fahrenheit or imperial.
The world is wrong.
Warned.
Warned.
Well, I've got a joke. I believe that the world is flat because if you think about it, the world is 70% water, right? But
It
it's
is.
not carbonated.
I'm gonna.
There it is.
Oh,
I picked it up before anybody else.
the penny finally dropped. Yeah.
And all our science majors in here.
So here's a question. Here's a serious question. Okay.
The lack of saying anything doesn't mean we didn't get it.
If you were to build a steel bar that is perfectly level, and then you build enough steel bars to wrap all the way around the world, but you decide to assemble it in space, would it still come out in a circle?
Oh.
If you did it in space, it'd be circular. On the Earth's surface, it wouldn't be because the Earth isn't perfectly spherical.
That is true.
But I mean, would it come out in the shape of the Earth?
Yeah,
in theory,
it'd come out like a potato. A ring around a potato.
Actually, it might actually be elliptical in shape, given the nature of gravity.
Yeah.
I've always wondered that. If we wanted to construct a halo ring, would we just build a straight line on Earth?
Oh, that's too deep.
My brain hurts.
Yes, let's
Yes,
do
my
it.
brain hurts. Let's get into more prosaic stuff. Comic Relief Crusader asked me earlier on before we got started to do him a favor. Sir, would you like me to do it or do the honors, or would you
Yeah,
like to? Okay.
go ahead.
Okay. He's having some difficulties, and he came to me reluctantly. He came to me reluctantly because asking for help. He has a GoFundMe site. Because that's what I do here. It's because what we do here in King Dolphin TV. I gladly said yes. I'm going to help him out. Um, we we did it for the bunny rescue. We did that for Jamie Lee, and you saw how that worked out. So he gave me a GoFundMe site. I'm going to put it on either me or Sandra. Oh, Sandra's got it already. She's amazing. So there's the GoFundMe site, and if anybody can help him out by going to the site and doing what you can, or if you can't, put please spread the word so we can help one of our community, one of the pod, and we can help him out and get him through this.
Yeah, thanks, Ray. I appreciate it.
Well, you're most welcome.
You know, it's not easy for me to ask for help. Oh, man. Because in the back of my head, you know, I feel like there's this I don't know. In my head, I just start picturing, like, you know, are people just thinking I'm, I don't know, incapable or lazy or just not doing anything, or
No.
you know, and
Everybody has a stint of bad luck.
yeah.
Everybody has a stint of bad luck, and this is you're taking the first step. You're at least saying, "Hey, for right now, I need this help."
Yeah.
And, until you get yourself back
also,
on your feet.
I'm just taking commissions, you know, for because you know, like some of you know, I you know, draw and do graphic design and stuff like that. So you know, I'm just trying to also take some commissions as well, and for lack of a better word, you know, I'm kind of really whoring myself out there. So- oh god, that totally did not sound right whatsoever.
It's okay. It's a GoFundMe, not an OnlyFans.
Exactly. Well, you know, dad bods are in, and maybe there's a venue there. I don't know. So
I like what Sandra says. If you don't let people help you, you're robbing them of the blessing of doing so.
See, that's what I was going to say. Is that, you know, by allowing others to help, you are granting them the opportunity to give a blessing.
Yes.
Yeah. And knowing you are then going to pay it forward when you're able to.
Yeah.
So you are opening up not only blessing for others, but for yourself in the future.
Yeah. Yes.
And I'm reminded of that line. I think it's from the outlaw Josie Wales when Clint Eastwood says, "It's not a handout, it's a hand up."
Yeah.
Handouts are what you get from the government. A hand up is what you get from your friends.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm here. Like I said, it's what we do here, and you know, to people who are family, who are part of the pod. And,
Well, let me put it to you this way. I did a GoFundMe before at Doomcock's suggestion. I was not I was not wanting to do it, but it helped me a lot. it got me through a time where I was going through bandages and such at a rate that there's no way I could afford to pay for them. So I used the money that was contributed for bandages and for medicine and things like that for my medical needs. And once I got government assistance, I closed it.
Yep.
So I didn't keep GoFundMe going forever. I know there are people that do that, and that is it's a little different. But it's a tool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And any tool used correctly is a good thing.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. See, probably because part of me, my dad's like this, full-blooded Austrian, and he's, even during our rough times, as a kid, he always managed to provide no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just really honestly trying not to tear up right now. And in the back of my head feeling like that, because of certain things that have happened so far over the year. I had this big income tax return that I was supposed to get, but because I got the here in Canada, the CERB relief, where the government was basically, quote unquote, helping out people, especially when they said, oh, no, you're not going to have to pay this back, but ended up taking $2,500 out of that income tax return, out of the 2,000 I was supposed to get, and then still say, oh, hey, well, you still owe us $500, and because I haven't been working since Christmas Eve, the last payment I was supposed to get on my unemployment, they just decided to take that too, this past weekend. So yeah, it's it's been
Hold on a sec.
super rough, and actually, believe it or not, this morning Snail Messiah said, dude, just open a GoFundMe. If you need help, then you need help, and there's no shame in asking whatsoever.
Yeah. It's there to.
No.
I personally, I had a situation back in 2007 where I was between jobs, and this was before GoFundMe was around. So it was like, okay. Fortunately, I was able to get a part-time job before which gave me time to put resumes out there, so I could get the get a better job, and it worked out for me. So this is I know you, Comic Relief. This is you're only using this as a bridge until you get on your feet. I think I know you well enough now to know that that's what you're doing. So, like I said, it's what I do.
Thanks.
I was in a similar situation with my eyes, as some of you might remember. When I got the eye surgery, the first one was the day after they canceled my insurance, and nobody told me. So I was able to appeal to the lodge for the almoners fund, but I know what you're going through. It's you got to kind of put your pride aside a little bit, and put it back on when you're able to pay it forward. But in the meantime, take what you can get, work with it. Remember, I'm sure you will. And when you get to a place you can do it, just pay it forward, and you'll be intact.
Yeah. And I know I've had some other people saying, why don't you go to social assistance or welfare or whatever. There's a particular reason why my wife and I don't want to. I don't want to say it's very personal, but let's say a long time ago, they had a preconceived notion which ended up in our kids being dragged away for 2 months.
Wow.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. And where now we have, just our youngest, I mean, she's 12 and a half. I don't want that same thing happening all over again.
No, not at all.
Because it was extremely horrific for our 3 older kids. And 2 of them ended up getting abused.
Oh.
So
not good.
No, and it's not cool. So we're trying to be extremely careful.
We understand if you want to keep, and again, everything you're doing now, everything, you don't even have to tell us anything.
Yeah.
No, I know.
We're here to give you help. Like I said, if you can't donate, please put the word out so others can. It's in the Jewish religion, it's known as a mitzvah to help someone in need.
Yeah.
And that's
so if
what's done.
On a lighter note,
yes,
because I said, I'm going to open myself up to commissions, and because Max Headstone is here, I just want to show 2 things. Okay.
Sure.
Just to show what I have been doing lately.
We can't wait.
So this first one, Max Headstone said, you know what? I would love to see Mary Worth in the same power loader that
wow.
Ripley from Aliens was in. I'm like, you know what, dude? Okay, for you, I'm on that.
Wow.
So there you go. No more humble advice.
Yeah, that's good.
That's really good.
Mary Worth.
It's not bad. It's a quick sketch, so I wanted to get it done because I promised I would get it done. The next one is it's for another YouTuber called Pope Metallicus. So I don't know if you can see that yet,
Not yet.
But yeah, he wanted an avatar for his YouTube channel, and because he enjoys music, he enjoys metal, and he goes by the name of Pope Metallicus. So I had to add some sort of papal hat on that while he's rocking out, and that is actually his guitar that he plays on, right? A Flying V guitar. So he wanted the leather jacket and the jeans and all that, and so there that is. So
it's still a Mary Worth.
Yeah, you like that, huh?
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
That's not bad. When he said that, it's like, you know what? I got to do that. Because I would just look hilarious. So, yeah. If anybody needs anything,
And I know we've talked.
There you go. Not that I want to steal Fat for Hire's thunder here, because his stuff is pretty badass.
Yes, it is.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
No.
Can Pudgy ask a question?
Pudgy may ask a question.
Can we see the other picture? We only saw the lady in the loader thingy.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Hold
all
on
we
here.
saw was the one.
You only saw the one. Oh, that's odd. Okay.
I have to take off, guys. It was
There we
good
go.
hanging out. And yeah, I hope everything works out for you, Crusader. And
Thanks,
I'll be
bud. I
praying for you
appreciate
tonight.
it.
So, yeah.
There.
Thanks for having me on, and have a good rest of your show. See ya.
Thank you.
Later.
Thanks, Dave.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
one.
Take care.
Take care and stay safe, man.
Thanks. Bye.
All right,
See
let's
you later.
see. Oh, we got already Canton fandom nerd. I gotta stop
that?
pushing the wrong button.
Push the button to summon it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
Nice. Yeah.
Pope
Nice.
Metallicus. So
That is cool.
it's not bad. So I'm still doing the the little touch ups on the color here and there. I'm still trying to get a bit better here and there. With coloring and whatnot. Drawing is more my forte. So I'm just doing what I can, really.
Yeah.
So, and this is he commissioned me to do an avatar for his channel, for his YouTube channel.
Oh,
So
cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
so yeah, I know. I thought, you know what, if you're gonna go rocking, then you might as well make it some sort of classic kind of rock star pose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. So Captain Fandom Nerd, how you been?
Been good, thank you. How about yourself?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Still getting off the high of that interview this past Wednesday.
Awesome.
I'm still you were there. Yeah, you were there.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was a pretty good panel. You could see all the chest pumping. Yeah. But yeah, and had an issue with my back, but it's, as long as I'm taking good care of it, it's resolving. So it's not bad. It's not. So let us get back into the madness, the insanity.
Yeah, Mr. Raymond needs the heating pad and the rubby stuff.
Yeah, yes, I got that. In fact, I have a heating massage pad on my recliner that I use
Nice.
periodically, and I got a chiropractor, but I didn't get a chance to go see him.
Cobalt used to have one of those, and Pudgy got to play on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Pudgy got all rumbly. Rumble.
But it's nice when you got the rumma and the heat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
I always had my kids walk on my back.
Huh?
I always had my kids walk on my back.
Ooh. I don't have kids to walk on my back.
I'm still
Well,
trying to
then
get
you need to
Cat
get
to do
some
that
kids to
thing
walk
on
on your
mine.
back.
Yeah.
That's why I had mostly girls. Even when they got taller and and a little bit older, they still were relatively light. So it wasn't too bad, right? It's like, I'm walking daddy's back. It's like, all right.
we can take out our frustrations on him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gonna walk all over you.
Yeah.
Walk all
Nice,
over-
Leonard.
Right. Literally and figuratively.
That's a great song. Great album.
So now with our youngest one being 12 and a half, and she is by far the roughest, almost most violent child we have ever had, but in a nice way. Like, man, when she gets older, she will not take any crap from any guy, I can assure you. But boy, oh boy. Yeah.
So she doesn't wear cleats when she walks on your back?
No, but she might
Okay.
as well have.
Hey, at least she's been walking on your back.
Oh my god! You know how some kids will come up to you, they'll give you, like with their finger, they'll like give you a little boop on the nose or something like that, like boop, right?
Yeah.
Not her. She'll just come like right to the side of my rib cage and just jab.
Oh.
It's like, oh god!
Ouch.
And then I go into a fetal position and almost cry.
I am not the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah. I told her that I am not the Pillsbury Doughboy, and I will not go hee hee. I'll go like Morley. Oh.
Well, see, the biggest problem is that she read the book Hop on Pop and took it as an instructional manual.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Challenge
Pretty much.
accepted.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How can I, basically damage him for life? It's like, well, you know what? When I grow old and gray and, having to wear adult diapers and stuff like that, I said, you're the one that's going to be taking care of me. Just like I took care of you when you were like in your diapers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, that's fair.
So.
And that's when she moved to Uruguay.
That is when she found an oil tycoon to take care of her.
Sandra
Because
says,
Daddy
yeah,
later on will be expensive to take care of.
She could see Elise doing that. Yeah.
Yep, she will marry the most interesting man in the world.
How you doing, Casey?
Not bad. How are you, my friend?
We're
Hey,
doing
Casey.
Hey,
good.
Hey, guys. Hey, forgive me if I just wanted to pop in and say something real quick for comic relief. Buddy, I just donated to your GoFundMe. I hope it helps. Anything else I can do, if you want it, I'll leave, some way to get a hold of me. I don't know exactly what I can do for you in the long term, but I'm willing to help.
Thanks, Casey. I really appreciate it. The most anyone can really do, and you know what? This is just me, and what I believe is, pray to God that 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 something comes along that's substantial, that'll just keep my family going. I suppose that's pretty much the most I can say. I mean, that's what I believe, that that you go to the source of your problems because God's bigger than everything, and something this small is no problem for the creator of the universe. Let's put it that way.
Dude, the way I look at it, it's like this, right? Now, I don't know a lot about your situation, but I know that because of being disabled, I often have to deal with the same kind of crap in the U.S. that you're dealing with now. And I know that if it weren't for people looking out for me, the government wouldn't do it. And I believe that the Creator wants everybody who lives on this planet, no matter what, their color of skin, sex, how they identify, we're all supposed to look out for each other when we need it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I mean, how can we call ourselves, civilization if we can't even treat each other civilized?
Yeah.
So true.
And
Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Just pray that things will get better. I mean, there's a Ford dealership that's like actually kind of across the highway from where I'm near, and I just noticed a couple of days ago that they were looking to somebody to work in their service department. So you know, I got 2 resumes. I got, you know, one for my graphic design and, you know, one when I was, you know, working labor, scaffolding, stuff like that. And, you know, I just wrote a letter and you know what? I sent both resumes in, you know,
Cool.
to kind of show, I guess, you know, what what a hard ass worker that I am, you know, and I'm not trying to brag. It's like some part of me just feels like, you know what, I just got to prove how much of a hard worker I can be because when I worked out of the house, I worked, and then when I came home, I tried to do what I could, you know, trying to get my own business going, right? So after work, I would come home and work, you
Yep.
know, and my wife was like, you know, we need time for ourselves. It's like, yeah, but if I, and I know that's important, but it's like, you know, if I'm gonna try to work from home, then I need to plug away at that as well. And you know, it's almost a catch-22 because you don't want to ignore your family, but you know, you want to work at what you want to do to provide a sustainable income to work from home.
Yeah, I mean,
And it's a excuse the language, but it's a bitch. You know, like no word of a lie. I am not kidding when I say this. I've been literally working since I've been 6 years old. I swear to God, I swear on a stack of Bibles. The first job I had, I was 6 years old, and yeah, scaffolding is a heavy job. Thank you. My first job, I was a bellboy when my dad was touring across country in Canada. He was a singer, and when I was 6, you know, how do you keep a 6-year-old preoccupied in a big hotel? Well, he became friends with my dad, the manager of the hotel, and so he gave me a job. And my first job was a bellboy. You know, had the keys to the elevator. I would take the luggage up to the guest rooms, and the Algonquin Hotel in St. Andrews in New Brunswick. It's a big hotel, and that was my first job. And then, you know, because we lived in Ontario at the time, we moved to St. Andrews. And then after that, shortly after that, when I was in grade school, like in grade 1, grade 2, I got a paper route, and I've had a paper route since I was a teenager. And then, you know, when I got a little bit quote unquote old for that, started working in a sawmill. And then, you know, and I worked in there for quite a few years. And then when we moved to the, again, quote unquote, the big city, which was St. John in New Brunswick, you know, again, find another job because it's a big city. And so, you know, I've been working and working and working. And God, I tell you, sometimes you just feel so tired of it. But there's a part of me that just keeps on pushing. And it's hard when you feel like you can't push anymore because there's nothing there to push. There's no job to keep pushing at. You know, it's kind of odd to explain. So, 1 second.
Hello, pop culture curator. Let me say that right. Curator, how you doing, sir? This is your first time here. Welcome.
Anyway, I don't want to keep rambling. So,
yeah, let's party. This is a party.
Party.
Yes.
Party. Yes. Pop culture curator. I am glad you're here. He helped Jill out on their reviews of the Orville. So please check out Jill and her reviews of the Orville. It's coming up. Jill stepped out, so somebody remind me to get the exact count on when the Orville will be here.
Yeah, I finally finished season 2.
We got.
Comes out June 2nd.
We got 3 episodes.
Wow. Like, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, we got 3 episodes left to watch. Mr. Angel says he's got prep work to do. He'll be on Cloudy's trip tonight. Wishes you good luck, and we'll do the best for you. Thank you, Mr. Angel. You have a good night, and we'll see you tonight at Truck Night. Let's see. Wendy, we heard you had a, serious case, so that we don't have to put the icky blankie on Pudgy. Can you tell us a little bit what happened? Did we lose Wendy?
And some background noise.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. A button was pushed. A button was pushed and we lost Wendy. Let's see. Let me check the private chat. Yeah, I noticed it too, Pudgy. I'm getting a little bit of static in my ear. Anybody else?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we're getting the static.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too terrible.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Okay, everybody, press mute.
Yep.
What?
We'll see who's the horse.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, yesterday morning.
Yeah. Oop. We lost. Okay, let's check our. Okay, I'm.
Okay, that's gone.
Yep. Hey, Case.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a little bit of static in your mic.
I don't know why. I'll try to, like, I'll just get out of here.
Well, you don't have to go.
No.
Well, I don't want to, like, screw everything up for everybody else.
No.
No, you sound good now.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand how these technical things are supposed to work. I just talk, and if people hear me, I figure I'm ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, looks like you put the quarters in.
Yeah, that did it. I just pulled out the extra quarters.
Push the button.
Hey, and Pudgy, all I can say is, as far as that poster we saw earlier, I just want you to know you look better in that suit than the guy that actually wore it.
Thank you.
No problem.
Why, Pudgy wonder what happened to guy in suit, though.
We don't really want to go into that right now, just because you probably might hit the bleep button if I explain it to you.
Well, it could be. Hey, it could have been a collaboration between Pudgy and Snort.
Mm.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yay!
Oh.
And Pudgy on little couch with fine Corinthian leather.
Yeah. Oh, that is one stepping hedgehog.
Love the top hat.
Yeah.
It's got a little cane
hat,
too.
The little cane, the monocle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The fine Corinthian leather.
Pudgy's stepping out.
Yeah, and Pudgy have candy cigarettes.
Ah.
Oh, the candy cigarettes, huh?
Yep. Must have been listening to ZZ Top. Every girl crazy about a sharp dressed man.
Oh yeah.
Or
sharp dressed hedgehog.
Yes, sharp dressed hedgehog. Yeah.
I'm sure that's just iced tea in the glass there.
Huh?
I'm sure that's just iced tea there in that glass.
Yeah.
Of course.
He is the most interesting hedgehog in the world.
Indeed.
Yay!
Yeah, that was good. That and the 50 Shades of Pudgy. Yeah, that was
Pudgy like you do.
He doesn't always fight evil, but when he does, he puts on his determined face.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. All people fear the determined. All Pudgy needs is a snifter of brandy.
Can you imagine Pudgy drunk?
Oh no! No!
Drunk Pudgy.
Drunk Pudgy.
Can you see quills flying everywhere?
Oh yeah. Pudgy tried an icky adult juice one time, and it resulted in Pudgy having interesting conversations with Cobalt.
Oh, the censor button. The censor button. Oh,
Bless you.
Thank you.
yes, bless you.
Bless you.
Oh my goodness. Better be careful. The censor button may get broken.
Hey, don't I know it?
Oh my.
Oh man. Oh dear. Oh dear. So Cobalt, the next chapter's coming out.
Yeah, that's right. It should be out either tonight or tomorrow, and then there's one more chapter left of Eternal Summer. And then it goes on into the next series, which is Crimson Dawn, where Pudgy goes to Japan.
Yep, and we see Ninja Pudgy.
Well, there are ninjas in it, but it's not going to be ninja hedgehogs.
Yeah. No, that's right. We got a gay.
There'll be
That's
samurai
right.
hogs.
Fat did the geisha.
Ninja bunnies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ninja
ninja bunnies are going to be in that series.
Okay, we got Jill and Wendy back.
Oh, Ninja
Welcome back.
Bunnies.
Yes, Ninja Bunnies.
Yes,
Yeah.
thanks. I don't know about any ninja bunnies, but if that gets more people to my stream, I'll bring some ninja bunnies out.
Fat, you gotta show the geisha pudgy, and Ninja Bunnies.
Well, I'm sorry I stepped out earlier. I had to do some stuff.
Oh, never apologize. It's all good. We're here for
Yeah.
we're here for as long as we can go.
Oh, and thanks for posting my link there.
Oh, glad to do it.
I got just 2 more reviews to go before season 3 of the Orville.
Oh yes, we
comes out.
need the exact count.
Oh, the
Drum roll.
exact less than 2 weeks countdown. The exact countdown for the Orville is 11 days, 16 hours, and 56 minutes. 40 seconds.
Oh, 47.
39, 38, 37.
36, 35. Yeah, I got
Some of us really are counting down the seconds.
Yeah.
Yes.
We still got oh yeah. Oh ho ho ho. Here we go.
Yep.
Geisha Pudgy.
Oh my.
And Ninja Bunnies.
Yeah.
There we
Ninja
go.
Bunnies.
Ninja Bunnies.
Cute but deadly.
Yes.
And like my ex-girlfriend.
Oh. So gonna I like the end of the chapter where Argent, I gotta say it right or Pudgy will bite my toe. Argent started cussing out her mother.
Not too many spoilers. I haven't got to that part.
Oh, sorry. That's all I got.
Did you say? Oh, I guess you already said goodbye to Max Redstone a long time ago. I just realized he's leaving to go.
Yeah,
do
he had to go
homework.
prepare for Kalabi's trek and do some other stuff.
Yeah, I still have one more episode to watch, but I was so mad at the last episode I just watched that I needed a break. So I can.
Yeah.
Hey, I know how that is. It took me a good couple. It took me almost a month to watch Peacemaker.
No.
Now, Peacemaker is a really great show, but just
Yeah,
those
that's what I heard.
those initial episodes are just like, oh.
Yeah. I didn't
How
get
many
past
episodes?
episode 1.
How many episodes does it take to get good?
Well, the first 3 episodes are rough, and it's mainly they're necessary episodes. They set the storyline, but it's also there's a reason why John Cena was always used in small doses with the WWE. They went way too much John Cena, almost to the point where it was like, okay, you know what? He needs to go away. Now, in the later episodes, there's still a lot of John Cena, but they have it minimized and structured in such a way that it makes more sense. And then it's perfectly fine. And then that ending is just like
You
absolutely
get to know the other.
bat blank
Yeah,
crazy.
you get to know the other characters a little more.
Yeah.
It becomes better.
Cool.
And also, there's a
I like hearing
romantic
about the
interlude
other
in the
characters
beginning.
and their backstories better.
Yeah. This and for everybody, Peacemaker is not the same as Dolphin Wars Peacemaker.
Hmm.
I will make the argument Dolphin Wars Peacemaker is superior.
Thank you, Lenrod. I appreciate it.
I actually like the characters in Dolphin Wars. I didn't like anything in Peacemaker.
Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
You know, guys, I'm just not feeling good. I'm feeling worse than I was at the beginning.
Well, you want to take off, Wendy?
Go away. Okay.
Yeah, you go bye-bye.
I've got to
All
go
right,
ahead and
have a
take
good
off because
night.
I'm really not feeling very good. Yeah, I'm
I
just
hope you
feeling
feel
worse.
better.
My ears
Yeah,
starting to
feel
ache.
better.
Good night, guys.
Get lots of rest.
Good night.
Good
Hope
night,
you feel
Wendy. Hope you
better.
feel
Thanks.
better.
Good night, Wendy.
Good
Hope you're
night.
better.
You guys take care and stay
You
safe.
You
too.
too. Bye. Say hi. Okay. So much for.
Say hi to Jimmy.
Yes. Say hi to Jimmy, Wendy. Hopefully she got to hear that.
Now, I can't wait until October because that's when supposedly the next season of Doom Patrol will release. That is a crazy show.
Yeah.
Is that anything like Paw Patrol? Only grown up?
No, it's DC, and it's comes from a comic book, that was in the '60s, and it is just bat blank crazy.
Yep.
And Brendan Fraser is a robot
Huh.
who swears constantly. Yes, as Doom Patrol is the reason why his career is having a slight resurgence.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I know he's gone through something. I don't remember what, but he was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
In the movies he was doing, especially The Mummy.
Yeah.
That was
The
just
Mummy
magical.
movies are great.
Sandra says, "Get rest and plenty of fluids, Wendy and Jimmy." And Tim the Enchanter. I pulled a muscle. I pulled a muscle digging for gold. Just a minor injury.
No.
Oh boy. Are we gonna have to put Tim the Enchanter to the kiddies table, like we did Dave?
I think Beth Orsted's going to have to take some notes.
Yeah. I agree.
That was another good one. Death for Hire.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. I keep challenging Beth to come on for a pun off, and I really think Tim would win.
I think so too.
Yeah. And I think Tim should go on Doomcox and really blow Harvey's mind. Except if it may get to the point where we may have to get the mariachi band again. Which scares me. Regatas Legionized says, after my friend turned vegan, it was like I've never seen her
You
before.
can't even finish it.
Yeah, I can't even finish it. I can't. Oh dear, oh dear.
Yeah, that's almost as bad as when Pudgy decided to price putting a chimney on Pudgy House. The contractor was going to charge a price through the roof.
Bud.
Yeah.
That was actually good, Pudge.
I miss Mirror Pudgy now.
Oh, that's dangerous.
No, I don't. I'm not fond of Mirror Pudgy because it brings Christmas Trek.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah, let's hide the.
Again, though, this is the
He
mirror
looks
universe.
cool, though.
It could be completely backwards. Kurtzman could actually be cool in the mirror universe.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't think about that.
That's true.
And in the mirror universe, I photographed from the other side.
Yeah.
Well, Jill, did you see the Mirror Doomcock one? The Mirror Doomcock.
Oh
picture.
yeah, I did. I follow. I get notifications for Pet for Hire photos.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I don't miss them.
Yeah, I think she was the first one to retweet that.
Oh, okay. Cool.
People
Yeah,
that tweeting.
Yeah, that was a great picture, Fett.
Love it.
Did we see that? Yeah, we showed it here, didn't we?
Yeah, he put it on there.
Yeah.
So does Mirror Harvey not want to destroy the universe?
Yeah, I do not know.
He needs a hobby.
Yeah, no.
Mirror Harvey's yeah, even for me to say. Mirror Harvey's a hugger.
He's a monk in a monastery.
There's Charles Nelson Riley.
Oh, yes. Oh, dear. Yes.
Yeah, Mirror Doomcock is threatening to push the button to release Harvey, and Harvey doesn't want to go.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I'm warm and comfortable in here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got plenty of children here.
You know what? I actually went back because, he's been around for quite a few years. So I went back to 4 years ago on this channel and stuff like that. I had no idea Harvey went up a few octaves.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. He did have a lower voice at the beginning.
That's right.
And there was
That was
music.
way back when.
If you listen close, there was background music with Pudgy.
That's right.
I mean, Harvey.
Yeah.
Ah,
Of course, the funny thing is, when I used to include Doomcock in the Pudgy stories, I was watching all, because he has a lore video from way back when that went into the whole mythos behind Doomcock. So I watched that so many times and took so many notes regarding it. So along the way, I started to include those details in the story. He actually reached out to me and said, "Where did you get this information?" I said, "It's from your own video." He's like, "Oh yeah, that's right. Which video?" And because he did one for his channel and one for Midnight's Edge, where they did an interview with him.
Yeah.
Roll.
And then I started to plug in some gaps in between the lore and and before he politely asked me to stop including him in the stories. He was all set to A, conquer the world, B, get a moon base, and C, have a space fleet. But no, hey, he asked me to stop, so no problem whatsoever. So
You know what?
He just has Xanadu.
I just kind of realized something. Like, if Doomcock is supposed to be, the super villain, and and all that, right?
Yeah.
And then by going by what I called myself, like the comic relief crusader, almost ending kind of superhero-ish.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if I'm supposed to be the yin to his yang.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, let's.
Oh, really?
Oh boy.
Oh, I wonder if I should play on something like that.
I don't know. You may not.
I would hate to be squashed by some supervillain.
That's
Perish that thought.
Yes, very.
Well, you got to think. The common enemy between you two doesn't like humor, so technically you're a villain to them.
So that in that case, the enemy of my enemy
is my friend.
Is my friend.
Yeah.
Also, he likes giant robots.
Oh, you got a point there.
Yeah, you got one of some design tips.
Yeah.
Good point. Yes.
Meanwhile, in my fortress of awesomeness, the comic relief crusader Plans his
Dun, dun,
attack
dun.
carefully.
And ready to tell a joke.
There we go.
Pop culture creator is here now. No, he's driving. Okay, he's driving.
Oh, be
Yeah, you
safe.
drive safe. Yes, be safe.
Yep.
Yeah, do not comment and drive.
Yes.
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 Tim,
You're happy.
Enchanter, says to the thief. To the thief. Who took my antidepressant? I hope you're happy.
Oh,
If Doomcock has the sidekick, which is Harvey, I wonder if I should come up with a sidekick, like some sort of boy wonder to counter Harvey. Some sort of Muppet.
Oh, wait.
Oh, this is getting me thinking now.
We have one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Snort up, oh wait.
Snortapoopus!
I'm mini snort. There,
The
I can be your
crime-fighting
sidekick.
sidekick bear.
Yeah, I'll be the sidekick bear. but that'd be
Love
one
it.
way. Because I'm
As I
Snortapoopus.
ride the mighty Snortapoopus into battle.
But the
Now, does
problem
mini
is
snort
Forces
get
of
cake?
wokeness, evil, and general naughtiness.
Yes. But the problem is I do
Macho,
moonlighting.
macho bear. Snortapoopus wants to be a macho bear.
There you go.
Macho bear.
And that will now
See-
play in my head for the next half hour.
Yeah.
But you see,
Welcome
Comic
to
Relief
Taco.
Crusader, I'd be moonlighting because I'm Snortapoopus's sidekick.
Beware of Snortapoopus's valiant attack, the dreaded Pudgy Ball.
Yeah. I'm
As
gonna
he
have
shoots
to check.
Pudgy's
I'm gonna have
left
to
and
check
right
with the union.
against the evil that may be.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to check with my union.
There we go. Because he has the Skull of Calderon and Harvey, so we must mount a counterattack. And yeah,
Well, we can have Snort. We can have Mini Snort.
there we go.
There we go.
You
Now,
know
does
it's
mini snort get a cape?
I might have to get a cape. Oh my god, I might have to get a mask.
Well, remember, in
I
The
probably-
Incredibles, the costumer said, "No capes,
Yeah,
no capes."
I should probably get a mask like the Lone Ranger or something like that. Oh my god.
The guy that says,
I-
"Attention, please carry ID so we can identify you. So we can notify you
There-
next of kin."
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Well, the funny part is that I was researching, on the possibility of having Pudgy possibly having his own YouTube channel. Now there's a lot of technical considerations and other things I have to be aware of. The idea that I had was he would narrate his stories almost like an audiobook style, like a podcast.
Yeah.
So I found a hedgehog puppet. Now it's not Pudgy. Pudgy looks a certain way. So ultimately I abandoned the hand puppet idea. But I still have the hand puppet. So every so often I will find Pudgy playing with the hand puppet of the hedgehog. So, and then what results is Pudgyception.
Whoa.
Pudgyception? I don't get it.
No,
Hedgehog.
Pudgyception.
like Inception, but with hedgehogs.
Oh.
Pudgyception.
Yep.
Okay.
In the dream world, all are hedgehogs.
I'm a bit dense tonight.
In a world not our own, only populated by hedgehogs
And ferrets.
and ferrets
And dolphins.
and dolphins.
course, in that
One
scenario,
hedgehog
the
rules
world
over
would
them
sort of
all.
be
Go ahead. Go ahead, Cobalt.
in that scenario, the world would sort of be like being John Malkovich, which is a
Yeah.
good
The
and
eyes of a
strange
hedgehog.
movie.
Yeah. It's been a while since I saw that.
Tim the Enchanter says, I shot a man with a paintball gun just watching die. Wendy says she's sorry for. She does not have to say sorry for leaving. I could tell she wasn't feeling well. Wendy, stop it. I hope you're listening, so I could tell you stop it.
Hey, here's a question: Who
Yes.
here has watched a movie called The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus?
I've heard of it.
You don't have to see that.
That is so strange. Heath Ledger was in it as one of the primary characters, and then he passed away. So the movie was about to be shut down completely, and the studio was just about to cut their losses. But three other of his friends jumped in to finish the movie. So it's the same character, same storyline, same everything. The only difference is that there's three other versions of Heath Ledger's character in it. And what it is there's this guy that can create an imaginary world, and allow external people to go into the imaginary world. But he has a deal with the devil, and the devil makes a bet with him, and the whole course of the movie, the doctor and Heath Ledger, who is a con man, eventually turn the doctor into a sensation where everyone's seeking him out, and actually, life is very good. And at the very end, he traps his own daughter in the imaginary world, and the devil gets her. It is the weirdest concept, the absolutely strangest movie, and by the end, and the good news is that the daughter doesn't die. She's married, has a family, children, the whole deal, but she absolutely doesn't remember anything prior to that point. So in her mind, she's you know happily married and children and everything, but she has no recollection of anything that happened prior to that, and neither does anyone else. And
Does she remember? Does she remember her father?
No, not at all.
Ooh.
That was the bet that the devil made.
Wow.
That's interesting.
That is a freaky movie.
Yeah, that's the sort of the night you turn being John Malkovich on, and in the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, and then it's like, I'm going to, it's one of those nights you go to bed and you have just strange dreams the whole night, and you have to wake up and tap Sandra on the shoulder and say, hey, are you still here? Do you know who I am? And she says, Raymond, go back to sleep.
Yeah. Are you really real?
Yeah. Legatus asks, the devil went down to Georgia. Is that where this movie takes place?
That's a Terry Gilliam movie.
Well, that would figure.
Oh, this is a good one, Tim. I stayed up all night to see where the sun went, then it dawned on me.
How's that for timing?
Oh, I know I don't get into pop culture a lot here because there's plenty of other channels on this, but I just heard something. I heard something yesterday that I absolutely say no, and among mixing some other words. Yeah. Pudgy, you need to get the censor button for me ready. They want to. It wasn't bad enough that they race swapped the Fantastic Four in the last movie. They want to gender swap the Fantastic Four.
I knew it. I
Gender?
knew it. I knew in my bone that somehow, some way, they were going to do this.
What, all women now, or what are we gonna do?
So they're gonna make Fantastic Four-way, right?
Yeah.
Oh God! Oh no! You made the joke.
I'm so glad I swallowed before you said that.
Oh, what a
actually-
way to shit on Jack Kirby and Stan Lee's legacy. Marvel's first family. Oh,
Yeah, that's just no. That's
sorry for swearing.
If they do that, the MCU is well, the MCU and by extension Disney will be dead from the. I mean, Disney's dying right now, but if they do that to the Fantastic Four, I'm finished. I mean,
Well,
absolutely.
ponder this for a moment.
Okay.
All right, so they've now established as canon that there's a multiverse.
True.
So now, as a way to ensure, I mean, obviously the fans will still react like you did, like everyone else on the panel did. And I agree. Fantastic Four is set up a certain way. It should be that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
However, now that they've established that there is a multiverse, they can do literally whatever they want.
Yeah.
And it's entirely possible to do a trilogy of Fantastic Four movies. So you start off with, Universe C, which is the swap characters. So you have a female thing, you have a female Human Torch, you have a female Racine Richards, and then you have a male Storm. Can't say Susan, Steve Storm, but but as well as I know, that male character they're gonna mess with. So it's not just having, just switching from 3 men to 3 women.
Yeah.
When they switch from woman to man, then that person is going to have to be, meet all the boxes. So LG, XYZ.
The Rainbow Mafia.
So you have this movie 1 where everything is, swapped and wonderful, and it bombs because the fans aren't going to go watch it. It's, so if they make that movie, let's say for $50 million, and they sell 100 million worth of tickets, it's going to be, profitable. But see, the biggest problem is they're going to want to do that movie with all the bells and whistles and spend 500 million on it. It's going to make 50 to 100 million. So it's going to be a tremendous loss. And, Disney can't afford to lose any money like that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be Fantastic Four 2015 all over again.
Yeah. Was it
Because
Fan Four
that
Stitch?
movie
Yes,
was
Fan
a
Four Stitch.
piece of dinosaur droppings. Yeah.
The Fantastic Four is hard enough to put into a movie anyway. The first two, I never saw the one that never made it to the theaters, but the two Sony ones with Chris Evans, etc., and Mike Chiklis, that one worked for the most part. But the thing is they're not just 4 people joining together coincidentally and become the superhero team. They were a family before they even.
Yeah.
They were a family before they even got onto the rocket.
Yeah.
You just anything you do to break that dynamic is going to be a piece of crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing things out of order. They finally have reunited all the rights.
Yeah.
Disney bought Fox. They have all of that has come back for the most part. Now, obviously, Spider-Man is a special exception. They sold a lot of that over to Sony. they've licensed some of it back, but it goes away after so many years. So just stripping all the Spider-Man stuff out of the way. They have X-Men, they have Fantastic Four, they have Deadpool. They have all these different characters that they have access to. You're exactly right. You do not need to have a separate Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah.
Plug it in the credits. Either the mid-credit scene or the end credit scene, and just little by little build up to it. But they're not going to do that. They're just going to go, okay, we'll go straight to diversity, and it's going to blow up in their faces.
Yeah.
Well,
One of
the things I wanted to see at the end of Infinity War was when everybody was disappearing, things were going chaotic, and you got Nick Fury's little communicator. I so wanted to see on that communicator a number 4. I was very disappointed when it didn't show up.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And then we got I can't even say it.
I've never even seen Endgame. In fact, I haven't seen anything since Captain America Civil War. That was the last one I watched.
See, I kind of had an inkling that shortly after Stan Lee died, that pretty much everything was going to go to pot, right? Now, I kind of thought, okay, with the I almost said Scarlet Witch, with Black Widow, I thought, okay, well, this is just Winter Soldier kind of ripoff. But when Eternals was announced, and were all those, well, I shouldn't say all because it wasn't all, but when some of those characters were gender swapped or race swapped or whatever, I'm like, oh crap. They just totally crapped on Jack Kirby's legacy, right? And of course, no, we can't make Icarus, the leader of the Eternals. No. That has to go to Ajax. And Ajax, we're going to have to race swap her as well and gender swap her as well because Ajax obviously in the Marvel Comics is a dude. So
and we have to check the boxes.
And heaven forbid we have a man being leader now and a white man at that. No, we can't have that whatsoever. So you know what? It would not. So I saw it coming with Jack Kirby's Eternals, but now, because obviously, you eventually have to do Fantastic Four, because, like I said, it's Marvel's first family, right? There from the beginning, from 1963. And, it just would not be the MCU. I mean, you have to, because, Reed Richards was in, the Multiverse of Madness. So, at this point, you totally have to do Fantastic Four because, that bar is right up there now. So, now that, Disney has the rights to Stan Lee's likeness and now that you've introduced Reed Richards into the multiverse as well, yeah, and how they kind of crapped on Jack Kirby's legacy of the Eternals, yeah, this does not surprise me whatsoever that they do this kind of thing. If they gender swap everybody, I would not be surprised. If they don't do that, right, they're gonna make Reed Richards essentially, second best. It'll be Sue that takes the spotlight for everything, right? And somehow, some way, I don't know how they'll write it, but she will be, again, to quote Dukak, the bestest thing ever.
The thing is,
she'll be the big hero of the Fantastic Four movie, And you know what? If they gather them all together in some sort of big climactic finish like they did with Infinity War, it'll, out of probably all the female heroes that they'll have, you know, Sue will probably be the big hero. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to
Well,
say.
the thing is if you've ever, and this is a plug for 44 years of Fantastic Four, get the DVD. Great, great purchase. If you read any of the Fantastic Four issues, you know she is probably the most powerful member of the Fantastic Four. They've already established that. But the thing is she's relegated that because she's part of a family. Family, people.
That's
Family.
right. And family works together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Legatus Legionnaire says the MCU ended after Infinity War. I do not support the M-She-Ugg. The what? Meh-She-Ugg. Yes.
Yeah. See, because in the Fox movie, right, in the, what was it, Rise of the Silver Surfer movie, right?
Mhm.
Like, that version of Reed Richards kind of put it eloquently with one line, right? You know, when he was like telling the general, right, like, you know, I'm married to the hottest babe on earth, basically, and you know, and the jock that used to kind of bully me around or whatever, you know, he's like my best friend, right? So the whole dynamic of Fantastic Four was like, you know, Reed was the brains, Sue, I suppose you could say Sue was the heart,
Yes,
right?
she was the heart.
And she balanced out Reed, who was, you know, extremely scientific and, you know, kind of almost like too logical to a fault, right?
Mhm.
And Sue balanced him out. And the dynamic between Ben and Johnny, right?
Mhm.
That balanced out as well. You know, young little you know, whippersnapper, so to speak, right? You know, always kind of mischievous, you know, while Ben was, you know, kind of like the big, strong, tough, straight guy, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
And but you also had that other dynamic where Reed, you know, being the pencil neck nerd, and Ben, you know, being the big guy jock, right?
Yeah.
And then the other dynamic was, you know, Sue and Johnny being
Brother and
brother and
sister.
sister. So one big family. That's all that it ever was. You know, through all their hard times and their good times and all that kind of stuff. And you know what? God, I'm rambling again.
Well, no, it's okay. To me, I don't know anything about Fantastic Four, so Ben is just Clobby for me. So,
Blasphemy!
speaking of which, I've got to go. I've got to go work on my last review, and
Okay.
Ava is getting hungry, so I got to help her with that.
All right. Well,
And,
Jill, you have yourself a good rest of the evening. Say hello
Yeah.
to Ava,
Yeah, thank
and
you.
again, bye, Ava.
Bye bye, Jill. Bye bye, Ava.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Later,
And
Jill.
I'm putting out your channel. Make sure
Okay.
you go see Anti-Derivative Jill for her Orville reviews as they're coming close to the big debut.
Yes, I'll
And
be reviewing Orville on Tuesday, and also season 3. And I'll also on Friday I have whatever streams. You know, it streams Plummy Tea Time. Where
Plummy Teen Time.
got
So
anything?
go and see Anti-Derivative Jill. And if you haven't subscribed to her yet, please do.
Yes, thank you. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later. See you tonight.
Later, Jill.
Good night, Jill.
Laters.
Bye. Okay, guys, let us move on. Gosh, 2.5 hours. This time always flies.
Wow.
This time always flies.
Awesome.
Hey,
Lots of
you know what? You know what I'm curious about? If they go forward with this plan to swap everyone, will they leave Doctor Doom alone? Because given the current situation with the way stories are structured now, Doctor Doom is a white man.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll probably leave him alone because he fits the narrative for being a supervillain. But
I
I'm
don't know. He's
curious.
supposed to be appearing in, I think, near the end of Black Panther 2, from
Okay,
what I heard.
Yeah, and that would make sense. But I'm curious if they're going to swap everyone, including Doctor Doom, or if they're going to leave Doctor Doom alone.
No, he's a white guy. He doesn't have to be left alone. He's a villain. He can be
They'll
left.
probably swap him out with like maybe some sort of tanned guy, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's Namor.
Well, that too, yeah. Namor will be probably some Latino guy, you know, that just hangs around in the Gulf of Mexico, and he just goes there to catch some rays or something, you know.
Just to clarify, Namor, is that the Submariner?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've already heard bad stories about that. He'll be in Black Panther 2, and yeah.
But
it could be worse. They could give it to somebody whose first name rhymes with Flamber.
Oh God!
Yay! More crap on the Marvel MCU.
Pudgy, please press the censor button. Please. Please, Pudgy. And one more time.
I feel honored. I've been censored by Pudgy.
Yep.
Okay.
Starting to sound like Morse code now.
Yeah.
Oh,
let me translate this. Oh wow, he said that.
I didn't know what that meant.
With a cucumber. And a
that sounds like a Sabu story.
What?
Lagana says they still need a villain, and who better for their agenda than having a white male as the big bad villain. Also, said male is not allowed to hit back at a woman, female pretender.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I think he's spot on that.
Yep.
Yeah, Charles Nelson Riley would fit.
Yeah. You know what? That explanation makes perfect sense.
Yep.
Brandon,
yes, sir.
I gotta be honest and tell you, this is all proof that of what happens when you're a company that isn't a creative company that isn't run by creative people anymore.
Agree.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's
Hi,
why.
Raymond.
Yes, sir.
Did you see the recent news about the second part of Dune?
No. Oh yeah, that Christopher Walken is going to be the Emperor.
That is an excellent pick for the Emperor Salicon.
Yes, I could see it definitely.
He is so good in crazy, weird roles.
Yeah, definitely. My first time I saw Christopher Walken was the James Bond View to a Kill.
Yeah.
And he was delightfully psychopathic.
I saw him as the drill sergeant in Brighton Beach Memoirs. Way back.
I remember him in Batman Returns. You know,
that's right.
Like, you know, the Shrek dude.
What did he play in Batman Returns?
He was like this, this other rich mogul that was building a power plant, but essentially it was going to suck power and kind of resell it at an elevated price or something like that. You know, it had the Penguin and Michelle Pfeiffer as.
Okay.
Yeah. He had the hair frizzed out and the.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I'm going to be. See, I can't do a good Christopher Walken.
Yeah. Cowbell. More cowbell.
Yeah.
Talk to my boy all wrong.
Coincidentally,
Step his son on.
I have the more cowbell T-shirt on.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yay!
Nice.
I'm doing the
Nice.
cue. There's more
Speaking
cowbell.
of Christopher Walken, you know who does a great impression? Our boy Cardinal Sin.
He
Really?
does.
You see,
Yes.
he's reading from the Dune book as Christopher Walken. He's starting to do videos.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should check it out. It's
He's pretty spot
good.
on.
Okay. Wow. 2 hours 44 minutes, and I know we got the Klobby stream coming up soon, and I've got to get some dinner into me. So, guys, this
Wait a minute. We haven't talked about food.
huh?
We haven't talked about food yet.
Yeah. What? We went a whole stream without food.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
That's not bad.
Hey guys,
was
I
that?
figured out
Was
we
that-
got thunderstorms here.
Was that Pudgy fainting from hunger?
No, that was a thunderstorm with Casey. Casey has to go. Bye bye, Casey.
Take
Bye-bye,
it, Casey.
I'll
Be
later,
See you,
safe.
Casey.
Be safe.
Love you, brother.
Yeah, Pudgy, look at weather forecast. It's supposed to be raining in West Virginia soon.
Uh-oh.
We haven't. Well, we're
Somewhere called New Martin's Ferry.
I forgot to mention that
Why
actually
do I know
2
that?
days ago we had a slight little dribble of snow along with rain.
No.
But that was
What
gone
did
in
you
like
say?
5 minutes.
What did you say?
That
it
is
was?
known as Snain.
Snake. What did you say it was at in West Virginia?
Martin's Ferry.
Oh, you mean Harper's Ferry?
Maybe Pudgy saw the picture real quick, and then Pudgy pushed the button and made it go away.
Good idea. Well, right here, yeah, I could see some clouds, but Legata says, we had the soft taco meme. Does that not count as food for thought?
Yeah,
true.
that does.
It's
Little
true.
bit.
Okay.
Only
And we
to
did
polar
talk
bears.
donuts for a little bit.
What'd you say, Fat? What'd you say, Fat?
I said that's true. It was food.
Yeah. But for
For
polar
bears.
Yeah, for polar bears.
People can be food,
That's true.
I guess.
Actually, I showed that to my daughter, and she just started laughing her head off. She thought it was the funniest thing in the whole entire galaxy. She's like, "Oh my god, it's true! It's all true."
Yeah. Well,
Now, do you put
Daughter.
pineapple on a soft taco?
Was it the mean one that pokes you in the ribs?
Did you say pineapple?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's just a toothpick that you discovered.
Mm.
Yeah. So let's start wrapping this up since we know we've got other places to be and get some food into us.
And cookies to eat.
And cookies to
Places
eat.
to be. I don't leave my house. I'm a shut-in.
Me too.
Yeah. So
I didn't think all the memes get made.
yeah, that's true.
Yep.
That's true.
If I had
And
a
I
life,
wonder
I'd
how-
be able to do it.
I wonder how many memes this show generated.
Percy, you know what's funny? They shut everything down due to the thing that happened,
Mhm.
and then they reopened everything, and now people can't go anywhere because the gas prices are too high.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, talk about planned.
Yeah. Well, I just felt after our adventure today, I just whimpered when I saw my gas payment was $55 for 12 gallons. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my
Brutal.
god.
that's very brutal.
Yeah,
Sandra's
it's
putting
I'm glad I barely drive at all.
$469.9 here.
How much?
say again. What'd you say, Cobalt?
Yeah, it's $4.69 and 9 cents here.
Oh
God.
We're
Yeah,
still
we're
in.
at 489.
We are at 449. I'm not saying that loud enough because I don't know what changes by Sunday night.
I have no idea where we're at over here. It's been like a month since the last time I've gassed up.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere. My car just sits and collects dust all the time.
Pretty much same here.
Yeah.
That keeps your insurance rates low.
Here it's like $1.71 a liter here in Alberta, which is, I guess,
like
significantly
$3.40.
lower than anywhere else really in Canada, because the premier here kind of gave a tax break on the gas. But let's put it this way: I filled up $50 Canadian, right? Whatever that works out to, in US. And it came to a little over a quarter tank of gas.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
so,
crazy.
and that's kind of like the whole thing, because on Wednesday, this temp agency that I used to work for, they wanted me to go work at a place, but I only had like literally $100 left. And to go into Calgary and back again would be exactly a quarter of a tank. So, and they wanted me to go in on a Thursday. That would only give me 2 days. And I wouldn't have any more money to go back to work steady, because they said, it'll be steady work after that. So the catch-22 is, do I spend the money to work, which I want to do, but then once I don't have any money left to go to work, I can't work. Plus, then I'm out of money for food or buy toilet paper or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So what do you do?
That's true. That's true.
And so, I mean, it's got everybody in a catch-22, and I'm just hoping to God that like I said, I put in a couple of resumes here. There's a Ford dealership that's looking, and in their parts department. I mean, I know how to work with customers, so it craps, man. It's I don't know what that works out to in US, but I know it's going to be like over $5 a gallon.
Yeah,
easily.
Remember, boys and girls, 2 liters is 1 gallon.
Oh, wow.
So that means that Mr. Comic actually paid $3.40 a gallon.
Really? That's how much it works out to?
Well, $3.40 in Canadian.
Yeah, but Canadian.
Don't know what the exchange rate is.
Yeah, true.
I don't know, but
it's close. But
should be
pretty
close.
Yeah.
I think it's usually been within 50 cents one way or the other.
See, 1 liter and 1 gallon is almost 4 liters.
Yep, Sandra confirms it's 4 liters.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Pudgy math wrong.
Oh, that's okay, Pudgy.
So a liter is about a quart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
About there, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, about a jug of milk, basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Too much math.
Yes, very too much math.
Too.
Okay, before we do any more math, we should start to wrap up the show. Thank you very much for inviting Pudgy, Mr. Raymond.
Always a pleasure, Pudgy. Hope you enjoyed the show. We enjoyed having you here, right, guys?
Oh,
yep,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, Pudgy had lots of fun on show.
Yes. We got you decked. We got you decked out. We got you decked out in a suit and 50 Shades of Pudgy, and then we got you a top hat. Wow.
And a kimono.
Yeah, kimono. You're all decked out.
And a suit of armor.
And a suit of armor. Yes, you are totally decked out.
Now we're all set for Warhammer Pudgy 40K.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Well, let's see. Halo just finished. Why not, Spartan Pudgy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spartan Pudgy.
Pudgy 117.
Yeah, there we go.
That'll work too. All right, we're going to go around and, let's first off get some of these show notes. Put on my glasses since I'm blind as a bat. All right, show notes. Next week, we're going to have, this week we had the male pilots. Next week, we're going to have the women pilots again. We'll have Lynn Kaywood back on talking about the 99s, a very old women's aviation organization, started with, at the time, started by Amelia Earhart, and their annual Air Race Classic that started about the same time. She'll talk about the Air Race Classic. She's got a plane, and she'll have members of her team come on, and we'll talk about the Air Race Classic and what they do. Cool. On June 1st, we're going to have Say again? Say again, Leonard?
No, I just sneezed a little.
Oh, okay. On the 1st, we're going to have Dylan Draws, a comic book artist. We will have him on. The 4th, we're going to have Just Cuz, and hopefully, if I can, I'm going to have film from the Martinsburg Comic Con, where I'll have a signing event from selling the books, the Dolphin Wars books, dolphinwars.com. .com.
That was perfect.
Yes. Way to go, Pudgy. That's what I wanted to hear. The bling coming. The wampum.
Yeah.
The 8th, we're going to have DS9 discussion with Anti-Derivative Jill. The theme will be bromances and frenemies. Have you guys figured out who those guys are? On the 15th, we're going to have Spencer Richard, who's a musician. On the 22nd, we're going to have Captain Fandom Nerd. I'm looking forward to talking with him. He will be coming on. I'm looking forward to that, sir.
Mm-hmm. As am I.
He'll be on for an interview. And on
talk of many things.
Yes.
Of shoes and ships and sealing wax. Of cabbages and kings.
Yes, exactly, Pudgy. And on the 29th, this will be one for interest of Pudgy. Barbara Clay from Rocky's Ferret Rescue will be coming over, and we'll be talking about her ferret rescue. She is the one, and Fett will mention this. Fett will like this. She is the one where we got Slapshot Catherine and Brandy at.
I love her already.
Yes, I got Slapshot from her. So that's the month of June, and I'm working on July stuff already. Again, everybody in the chat, please don't forget to help out our friend, the Comic Relief Crusader. Again, I know we're a family, our community, we're small, but we help everybody out, no matter who. And what we help rabbits, we help comic. I'm not putting in the same spot as Bunny's Comic Relief, but we help everybody out.
Thanks, bud. I appreciate it.
No worries, guys. Stay on after after I turn this off, and we'll talk about what we did, how this went out, and I will now say good night to everybody. To the panel, we had Wendy Webb, who had to leave. We had the Comic Relief Crusader. Thank you, sir, for being here.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yes, always. And we had Pudgy and Cobalt. Thank you, guys. Is Pudgy hiding?
Oh, no, Pudgy's here. Thank you very much for inviting Pudgy. Pudgy pushed the mute button.
Oh, okay. And thank you, Cobalt.
Thank you as well. Had a lot of fun, Mr. Raymond.
Yes, it's always a pleasure to have you guys. You guys help make the show as great as it is. John Randall, Lefez, have a good night, sir.
You too, and thank you for having me again. And comics, I'll keep you in my prayers.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. I really do.
That, as always, thank you.
Thank you to you and Sandra for having me on. Great to be here. And Comic Relief, I got you tweeted and shared all over social media, brother.
Thanks, bud. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Send me the Pudgy memes, the most recent Pudgy memes. Vet.
Will do.
Okay. Lenrod, always a pleasure to have you here.
It's always great to be here. I love chatting with you guys.
It's great to have you here. And we got to get you on for an interview. We'll have to make it happen. We'll talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Anti-Derivative Jill, who had to take off to prep for Klobby's stream, and also take care of little Ava. She was on the panel. And now the Wrench Team Supreme. Led by the amazing Wench, the greatest producer ever, Sandra, and who I better keep her on my good side because she can shoot the heck out of me.
Yeah, we saw that grouping.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that was wow. That was impressive.
Yes, yes. She shoots like a girl. You better watch it.
She's like Red Sonja with a gun.
So we had Sandra, John, who was on the panel, but I would know he was watching out for any bots. We had Venier for a little bit, and Legatus Legionai. Thank you very much for handling any bots and just engaging with the chat. I love you guys. And we got the chatters. We had Mr. Angel, one of the first ones who came in, Tim the Enchanter, our jokester, and Pierre Kelly, who came on. We had Snail Messiah. We had Max Rentstone, the Limerick King, which we've got to get him to figure out some limericks for the pod. Maybe I'll send him the ode to the pod and see what he can do with that. The Snail Messiah. We had Casey Sosowski was a panelist. Andy Masterson popped in. We had Son of a Red Shirt, and we had the Pop Culture Curator. Thank you guys all for coming and helping this little celebration. I take every little milestone as they come. Either 6 months, either 50 episodes, and because hey, it gives us an opportunity to party. And so I want you all to be safe. Oh, so that's what happened. One of the shelves in the sunroom was holding a plant. It fell and got dirt on the piano, bent the music stand, and got dirt everywhere. No idea why. It's been there a long time. Oy vey.
Haunted plant.
Huh?
Haunted plant.
Haunted plant.
Committed suicide. Couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah, well.
Well, that was right around when we were talking about Fantastic Four, wasn't it?
That could be.
I don't know what it was.
Russian.
What were you saying, Butch?
It might have been a ghost pepper. Night, everybody.
Night, everybody. Everybody be safe. Have a great weekend. See you next week. Let's keep making waves. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, all.
Laters.
Night.
Take care, Cobalt.
Adios.
Night, all.
Later, Fat.
Muchachos.
This segment is brought to you by thedolphinboys.com.